Right side. For the Mustangs, offensively, left tackle is number 53, Colton Cole. Left guard, Cam Bradley. Center is Caleb Glebus. Right guard is Cam Bradley. Jaden Tucker is the right tackle, and Caden Friel is the tight end. Quarterback is Rodney Gallagher. And the wide receivers are Joe Chambers, Keandre DeShields, and Matt Lucas. Dan Carney will be the running back, and John Deek, when they put a fullback in, will be the fullback for the Mustangs. Defensively for the Mustangs, Luke Ferens gets a start tonight. Lucas Ferens at number 14 at defensive end.
They're back to a 4-3 tonight, Steve, as well, after playing a 5-2 the last couple of weeks.
Yep, and then John Deek is the tackle on the left side. Glebus is the right tackle, and Caden Friel is over on the right side. Linebackers left, right. Dan Carney has 47 tackles this year. Billy Barton in the middle, and Brian Yorchek, who we've called his name numerous times every game, outside linebacker on the right side. Cornerbacks and defensive backs from left to right is Matt Lucas, number 5, Keandre DeShields, number 9, Leland Lehue, the free safety, and Gallagher, the cornerback on the right side. He has 2 interceptions on the year. Offensively for the Hillers, left tackle is Braden Hellkamp. Ty Banco is left guard. Aiden Davis is your center. Jace Banco is the right guard. Jack Kravanik is the right tackle. And Gio Cipoletti is the tight end. Connor Roberts at quarterback. Jeremy Sikora and Stevie Stewart are the wideouts. Andrew Durig and Hunter Strickland are your running backs.
And it's still raining out there as well, Steve, so that's certainly going to impact both of these teams here tonight.
It certainly will, and it's going to be, it's going to be one of those, it's not a heavy rain, but it's just a misty rain enough to be annoying. The fans are wet. You see a lot of garbage bags and those plastic, the things that look like garbage bags for raincoats. People probably didn't realize it when they left their houses, and they did whatever they could to try to stay dry, but it's just a misty, kind of a wet, damp evening tonight, and that might play a little havoc with the footballs. They might see some slippery balls out there, might see some trouble on kicks and punts and fielding some passes, so it should be an interesting and entertaining football game.
We'll take a quick 90-second timeout and be back with the opening kickoff right after this. Again, back in 90 seconds, Trinity and Laurel Highlands tonight here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
People make all kinds of mistakes with life insurance, like having some coverage but not enough to keep the family in the house, or only having life insurance through work and then losing their job. Want to avoid those mistakes? Call Allstate agent Russ Flaho at 724-439-9700. Russ Flaho can help you get the coverage your family needs at an affordable price. Are you in good hands? Call Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Flaho today and ask for a complimentary life insurance review. Life insurance offered by Allstate Life Insurance Company in Northbrook, Illinois, and Lincoln Benefit Life Company, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Going on now at Sea Harbor Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $289 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit SeaHarborChevyEast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly, with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for cash title fees and for payment. Sale ends November 1st, 2021. Plus live last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
Did you take your medications this morning? Apothecary Pharmacy now offers Apotipacks. All your medications come in pre-sorted packs organized by the date and time you take them. From seniors to caregivers to parents whose children take medications at school to travelers, Apotipacks helps people know when and how to take their medicines. It's free to make the switch from bottles. Call us at 724-437-7801. That's 724-437-7801 to get started with Apotipacks. Ask us about free delivery.
We're back here at Hiller Field. Brian Morozak alongside Steve Super, Tony Hanola keeping stats. Billy Dice behind the camera on our Facebook Live feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. The Mustangs have won the coin toss. They have deferred. They'll defend the goal to our left, and Trinity will get the football defending the goal to our right here in the opening quarter. Our referees here tonight: head referee Anthony Ganzak, umpires Paul Jones, linesman Gordon Craycroft, line judge is Mike McCarthy, side judge Mark DiPiazza, and the field judge is John Galenti. We're just about set to go. Trinity in the home blues, white numbers. Laurel Highlands, the away whites with blue numbers and a little red trim. Again, the Mustangs with a win could clinch the WPIAL playoff spot for the first time since 2015. Trinity, on the other hand, Steve, they'll still have to win next week against the Ringgold Rams if they want to qualify for the postseason as well. You could actually have a scenario where Trinity, Laurel Highlands, and Ringgold all finish with 2 wins in the conference, then it would come down to Gardner points and tiebreaker points.
Yeah, well, we don't have enough smarts to figure that out on our own. We'll let the smarter guys at WPIAL tell us. But
the Mustangs actually led in tiebreaker points coming in tonight, though. So.
Well, yeah, but a loss will change that.
Oh, for sure.
And so let's. Hey, one thing we know: if the Mustangs win, they're in, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Harry Radcliffe set for the run-up. It's Luke Lecoq and Andrew Dorig back deep to receive here for Trinity. And the football will go back to the 10-yard line. And it's Dorig here on the run back. Has the 25-30. Look out here, a little cutback. And Dorig all the way to the 40-yard line. So the Hillers starting here, Steve, with some pretty good field position.
Yeah, Carney doesn't get him. He might have been still running as he went down for a way. Is there a flag? No.
Tony's telling us there is, but I don't see one.
On the 37-yard line, Tony's getting.
He's right. Personal foul against Trinity.
Chop block.
The Tony Johnny on the spot there. He was right, we were wrong, right? Nonetheless, pushes the football back. So they'll move this back here, Steve. Probably about the 22-yard line, I would think. Actually, inside of that, be 15-yard spot foul. They're going to say that. Boy, where did that foul occur? They're marking it back. Actually, to the 22. We'll go back to the 22. Saw the one line judge continuing to back up. He did not have the football. So it goes 15 yards from the spot of the foul, which was the 37, back to the 22, and that's where Connor Roberts will start out of the shotgun. And Roberts going to put it up early. Looking here on the near side, might have been deflected, came up short of the intended wide receiver, Stevie Stewart. We mentioned Roberts, Steve. Some pretty good numbers. Came into the game 87 to 181. Has thrown for 1,231 yards, leading all quarterbacks in the Big 8 Conference. 12 touchdowns to 4 interceptions.
Yeah, I don't know if that was deflected as much as it just might have just slipped out of his hands, and he might have saw some defenders and kind of short-armed it and threw it into the turf.
Again, rain still coming down. Surface still wet here at Hiller Field. 2nd and 10 now for Trinity. Line of scrimmage, the Hillers' 22-yard line. Roberts in more of a pistol set now with Andrew Dorig behind him. A receiver to each side and a man in the slot left. He'll take the snap, handoff going here to Dorig, and look out, he has some running room as he bullies over a Mustang defender, takes it down to the 38-yard line. 16-yard pickup there on the run from Dorig.
Yeah, good run from Dorig, just straight off left tackle. Not much resistance there. Mustangs have to do a better job of defending the run. They've had at times had trouble stopping teams from running the ball.
Dorig actually came in 381 yards on the ground, but has also caught 27 passes for 463 yards and has 8 total touchdowns. Roberts back in the pistol, going back to Dorig again. This time he's plugged at the line and driven back, making the initial contact there. Billy Barton for the Mustangs, who's back in the lineup tonight. Barton, a 6'1", 240 sophomore.
Good job by Barton to get right in there, stood him up, did not let him go, and able to stop that for a minimal 1-yard gain.
Yeah, give him one there. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Ball on the left hash mark. The Trinity 39-yard line. Roberts staying in the pistol set, wide out to each side. And Dorig staying behind him with the ball on the left hash mark as they bring Stevie Stewart in motion to the far side as Roberts takes the snap. And the handoff once again goes to Dorig. And Dorig, a pretty good hole, and picks up another 1st down into Mustang territory down to the 46-yard line. So Dorig picking up another 15 there, Steve, to move the sticks for the 2nd time on this drive.
Yeah, just sent a man in motion and just able to, Stevie Stewart went in motion to the wide side, and then they pitched it going that way, so it was almost like the old student body right, and he's able to get a big gain, and the Mustangs again having trouble stopping the run.
And Laurel Highlands started off the season 5-0. They lost 3 straight after running into the likes of Bell Vernon, Thomas Jefferson, and McKeesport in successive weeks. Trinity just 2-6. They have the Mustangs tonight and Ringgold next week. A little stiff arm here from Roberts running the option here on the near side. He'll stumble forward, but a pretty good gain getting 4 down to the Mustang 43-yard line to bring up 2nd down and 6. Roberts a pretty versatile player. Also does a nice job on the ground, Steve, along with throwing the ball in the air, as close to 400 yards rushing.
Gallagher came up, went out his legs, and he actually hopped over him, not able to keep his feet and keep the play going, but he got an extra 2 or 3 yards out of that.
2nd and 6, line of scrimmage now, the Laurel Highlands 43-yard line. Roberts back in more of a traditional shotgun. Dorig now to his right. Twin receivers to the far side, one to the near side with the ball on the left hash mark. Roberts takes the snap, quick out far side of the ball off the fingertips of Andrew Dorig out of the backfield. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6.
Good throw right to Dork, just couldn't hold on to it. You wonder if a slippery football was the culprit there. Just hit him right in the hands in stride. It was a good pass and right where you want to put it, but he just couldn't hold on.
Nice complex here at Hiller Field. They have the Musco Lights scoreboard actually at the 50-yard line on the far side. Digital display. 3rd and 6 now for Trinity. John Miller in his 7th year as the head coach of the Hillers. Rich Colasar in his 3rd year as the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs.
Looks like fairly new turf.
Yes. Roberts back in the pistol set here on this 3rd and 6 as Stevie Stewart once again comes in motion. Roberts takes the snap, handoff going again to Dorg on the far side. Will cut back to the left, a 1st down and more. It's inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line. So Dorg, another nice run for Trinity, picking up 14 there, and another Hillers 1st down.
Ty Banco lost his helmet, and he'll have to come out for a play. The left guard.
Now the 3rd time, Steve, that we've seen Dorg run into the Mustangs secondary.
Yes. He's gone left, he's gone right, and it seems like everything's off tackle. Nothing straight up the gut, but, I think, if you're the Hillers, you're going to keep doing that until the Mustangs prove they can stop it.
He has 4 for 46 so far. They bring Hunter Strickland in as the fullback in front of Andrew Dorig, and the handoff's going to go up the middle, and check that. That's number 60. That's Joey Hello they lined up as the fullback, and Hello sent goodbyes. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage. They're well defended by Laurel Highlands defensively.
Yeah, that was Colton Cole who was in there at that time, number 53. And he got a hand on the jersey and would not let go. And then Lucas Ferens comes in there and puts him away.
Now 2nd and 10, line of scrimmage, the Mustang 30. No gain for Hello on that last play. And you have Roberts back out of a shotgun set with Dorig to his left. And they'll bring Jeremy Sikora in motion, and a little quick screen, and the ball over the head of Dorig, who is the intended wide receiver out of the backfield.
Dangerous there. If he tips that ball up in the air any higher than that, Gallagher's right there to take it for a pick 6.
They like to throw to Dorig. We mentioned he has 27 receptions coming into this game, all out of the backfield. Rain letting up a little bit. It's still enough to be annoying out there. Now 3rd and 10.
Well, I got the binoculars on the lights over there, and it looks like it's snowing there.
Yes,
this is the way
just a little mist. They'll reposition now Stevie Stewart to the slot left with Roberts again out of the pistol set. Handoff going back to Dorig. Dorig looking for running room. Nice little cut up the field inside the 25. They'll get down to the 23-yard line, where among others, Keandre DeShields drove them back. Pickup of 7.
They're going to mark it at the 22.
And gave him a good spot there. So
yes,
4th down and 2. So an 8-yard gain there for Dorig. And Dorig already over 50 yards rushing on this drive. Now 4th and 2 from the 22. They do a pretty good kicker, Stephen Alex Tush, who actually hit a couple of field goals to defeat West Mifflin a few weeks ago. But with the weather conditions here tonight, the Hillers to go for it here on 4th and 2. 7:26 left here in the opening quarter. And Roberts back out of the pistol set. You would expect Dorig to get the football. Mustangs 8 men in the box. Dorig gets the football, spins forward, and has enough here for a Trinity 1st down. Down to the 16-yard line. Needed 3, got 6, and the sticks moved again here for the Hillers.
Just straight up, that was right off left tackle, and they're doing a good job of making some initial contact, the offensive line for the Hillers, and the Mustangs are letting that first wave through, and then he's doing a good job of breaking a few tackles and picking up big yards. And it's they really haven't when they throw the balls so far, everything's been a little swing pass.
Line of scrimmage now down to the 16-yard line for Trinity. They've taken over 5 minutes off the clock on this drive. Roberts going out of the shotgun, triple right set. Roberts is going to put it up. Scrambles out to the far side, throws on the run into double coverage. The pass was tipped and almost caught there by Andrew Dorig in the corner of the end zone. The Mustangs close to an interception.
Was that Gallagher that tipped it, got a hand on it, and he tipped it up high enough. And actually, I think he came down with it, but he was out of bounds. He tipped it far enough so it went out.
Now 2nd and 10, again from the Laurel Highlands 16-yard line. 5 minutes and 30 seconds taken off the clock on this initial drive for Trinity, and most of it's been on the ground. Go back here with 2 I-backs. Strickland the fullback, Dorig the tailback. It'll be Dorg to get it again, and Dorg another big hole inside the 10, cuts back to the left, and just bullies over that Mustang defense. He went right through, Steve, Matt Lucas, and took it down close to the 3-yard line as Dorg picks up another 13.
Yeah, that was one of those where he just didn't try to avoid him. He ran him over and kind of bounced back and then kept going.
They did say that Dorg's knee was down at the 4, so that's where they'll spot it. First and goal, and Dorg actually comes to the sidelines here for a little breather. After some tough running on this drive.
It's been a 6-minute drive.
Dorg 7 carries for 73 yards on this drive.
5:55 left first quarter. Mustangs have yet to snap the ball offensively.
First and goal now from the 4. They bring in Joey Hello as a protector back to the left of Roberts. Now reposition off to his right as Roberts takes the snap. They're coming after him. Looks end zone, and the ball was juggled and then dropped by the intended wide receiver on the far side. That was Hunter Strickland.
Well, he was separated from the football from Gallagher, who timed it up beautifully and was there to make some heavy contact with the receiver, and he had, even if he would have caught it, he wouldn't have scored, but it was a good job by Gallagher to knock the football loose.
Now second and goal. Again, the line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 4-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. See if Dora gets back out there, Steve. He's still on the Trinity bench. So Joey Hello remains the tailback. Hunter Strickland's the fullback with Roberts under center. Tight formation. It's going to go to Hello here on the near side. And Joey Hello looking for the pylon, and they're going to rule him out here at the 1-yard line. So a good surge there from Hello, just coming up a little short. Joey, a 5'11", 175 junior.
Mentioned a lot of the injuries, and one of them is Hooper. He is out.
He's back today, Steve.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, Tajai Hooper is back today.
Well, they don't have him in on defense yet.
I think they're going to limit his reps just because it is his first game back. They ruled Hello out at the 2. So now third and goal. Again from the 2-yard line, Roberts ran all the way over to the near sidelines to get the play. Play clock down to 13.
Long drive.
Yes.
No commercial breaks yet.
No. 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
We got to pay those bills.
Taken off the clock on this drive. They're going to bring Dorick back into the game. He's in the slot right. QB sneak from Roberts with a flag on the play. Roberts got in, but will it stand?
Well, the flag came from the left sideline, so that's either going to be offsides, false start, something like that. Let's see what they call.
I mean, illegal shift.
Yes.
Now penalize the Hillers 5 yards. So the third and goal from the 2 now becomes third and goal from the 7. Makes things a little bit tougher. And Dorig's had some big runs, Steve, on this drive on third down.
You wonder if they don't pick up any yards here, if they'll kick the field goal, because they're definitely within field goal range now, even in these wet conditions. But you think a drive like this, a field goal attempt would be disappointing. High school football to keep the ball for over almost 7 minutes on the opening drive and not score.
Here we go, third and goal from the 7. It goes back to Dorg. Another huge hole. He reaches for the goal line, and he's in. From 7 yards out, Andrew Dorg, another big run on this drive, finds pay dirt, and the Hillers strike first, leading 6-0.
He barely got in. It looked like his knee was coming down as he was crossing the goal line. Did a good job to stretch out and reach over. And, of course, no replay, so that's going to stand. And that was a good job by Dorg to get to the line.
9th touchdown of the season for Dorig. And they get a full result out of this opening drive, 6 points, with an extra point attempt from Alex Tush upcoming. Talking to head coach John Miller, he said Tush doesn't even come to practice, only shows up on Fridays, but he's been clutch, and he makes the extra point here to give Trinity a 7-0 lead over Laurel Highlands with 5:24 left here in the opening quarter. We're back in 60 here on the CR Bronner Group High School Sports Night.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Back here at Hiller Field, Andrew Dorig scoring on a 7-yard touchdown run, capping off a 16-play, 78-yard drive that took 6:36 off the clock. And now the kickoff, a little one-hopper here. It's a live ball picked up here by the Mustangs, and that is Gallagher on the run back from the 15. They'll get right out of bounds here right around the 32-yard line. And the Mustangs will start with decent field position, Steve, but in a little bit of a hole here early on.
A little bit of a hole, but, you know, it's, hey, what are you going to do? That's a good drive by the Hillers, and they earned that touchdown and drove down the field. Mustangs showed a little spunk on defense, but just they weren't able to keep them out. That was a 3rd down and 7, and they scored. So, you know, it was a good effort on both ends, but the Hillers take a 7-0 lead. Let's see what the Mustangs can do offensively.
We mentioned no Jaden Pratt tonight, also no DeMonte Kiss for Laurel Highlands. And the Mustangs, it seems like every time they get a guy back, somebody else exits the lineup due to an injury. And Gallagher now starting out of the shotgun here for Laurel Highlands. A little bit of a different formation with the back actually in front of him. Now the Mustangs take a timeout, so a little miscommunication with 5:18 left here in the opening quarter. Hillers up 7-0. We're back in 60 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Rooster's Roost, just off Morgantown Road on Francis Street near the Uniontown Shopping Center in the old Eddie's Tavern location. Pizza, wings, chicken, pasta, salads, hoagies, sides, and more. It's all at the Rooster's Roost. Dine in or take out. Phone 724-320-2244 or order online at theroostersroost.com. Stop in the Rooster's Roost today.
Back here at Hillers Field, Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Tony Hanola, and Billy Dice. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios after the timeout. Mustangs set to go with Rodney Gallagher out of the shotgun. Will bring Brian Yorchik in motion. He'll reposition in the slot left as Rod takes the snap. Running option far side, pulls it down. He'll keep it himself, and look out here. Rod's loose into Trinity territory. Inside the 40, inside the 30. Cuts back at the 25, and Rod all the way down to the 19-yard line.
And no flags. Good job by Gallagher. Just went off to the left and able to get out in space and do his thing.
That's a 50-yard run for Gallagher on the Mustangs' opening play from scrimmage. They'll spot it here down at the 18-yard line. That's a nice answer back, Steve.
Yes, it was.
Now 1st and 10, line of scrimmage, the Trinity 18-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. Dan Carney in the game now to the right of Gallagher in the backfield. A wide out to each side, double tights on the line. As Rod will take the snap, we'll run option here on the near side, but flags come in here from the near side. Maybe a timeout. A false start here against Laurel Highlands. We saw Trinity overcome a couple of penalties on their opening drive. Now the Mustangs pick up one here, so the 1st and 10 becomes a 1st and 15. Line of scrimmage back to the 23-yard line with 4:24 left on a running clock here in the opening quarter. Trinity leading Laurel Highlands 7-0 on an Andrew Dorig 7-yard touchdown run. And the Mustangs break the huddle. This time they'll send Joe Chambers in motion to the near side as Rod takes the snap, again pulls it down, looks to run, breaks a tackle inside the 15, inside the 10, and he's into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown from 23 yards out. So 2 big runs from Rodney Gallagher on this drive for Laurel Highlands, and the Mustangs back to within 1, down 7-6.
Yeah, just that was almost a broken play, Brian. He was going to go right off right tackle, and he kind of let the play develop and then saw an opening to the left, and everybody chasing to the right. And he just kind of broke it back across the grain. Nobody there. Easy score for Rod.
So the Hillers scored at the 5:24 mark of the opening quarter. The Mustangs come back with a touchdown at the 3:58 mark. Now late substitution here on this extra point try from Harry Radcliffe. The holders Ben Diamond. And the long snappers Caden Friel. Friel sends it back, and the extra point attempt is blocked. Now in the high school game, you can't take it back for 2, and the Hillers would have had a good shot to run that one back. So this could be a tight game tonight. Extra points could be big. The Mustangs have their opening try blocked. And with 3:58 left here in the opening quarter, it's Trinity 7, Laurel Highlands 6. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $289 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, pedal fees, and first payment. Sale ends November 1st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Good afternoon. I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Cameron.
We're here to tell you about our youth group.
Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown, we sing songs, play games, and learn about the Bible.
We also have special activities throughout the year, such as video game parties, Nerf night, horseback riding, and bowling, along with much more.
The fun starts at 5:30.
Join us for a great time of food, fun, and fellowship.
Youth group every Thursday at Trinity Presbyterian Church.
Back here at Trinity, the Hillers a 7-6 lead over Laurel Highlands. The Mustangs just took 2 plays, Steve. 2 Ronnie Gallagher runs, capped off by his 23-yard scamper to get the Mustangs back to within 1 after Harry Radcliffe's extra point was blocked. And now the Mustangs will send it away to the Hillers, who scored on a 16-play drive on their first touch of the football here tonight. And Radcliffe will send it away. This one once again goes back to Dorig here at the 10-yard line. Dorig has the 20-25, comes forward at the 30, and he'll get it down close to the 33-yard line. That's where the Hillers will start with a 1st and 10. You have to think, Steve, it's going to be a lot more of Andrew Dorig after the success they had on that opening drive, and we'll see if the Mustangs are able to make any defensive changes and adjustments to try to slow Dorig down a little bit. Dorig 80 yards rushing, 8 carries for 80 yards on that opening drive. Starting now from the 32 with Roberts under center. Twin receivers to the near side, 2 I-backs behind Roberts. Ball center of the field, goes to Dorig again. Dorig trying to come forward. You mentioned where's Hooper at? Stevie made the tackle there. After Dorig picked up 3. Just past the 35-yard line, and Hooper with a nice hit.
Yeah, that was a really good stick shoulder tackle by Hooper. Came in and laid a pretty big lick on him, and maybe that'll shake him up a little bit and get the Mustangs going and get somebody to make a big play like that on defense.
And gave Dorig 4 on that carry, so 2nd and a long 6 here for the Hillers. Twin receivers to the near side, to short side. We'll go to the fullback, Hunter Strickland, who breaks a couple of tackles, comes forward and gets close to a Trinity 1st down at the 42-yard line. A pretty good run there from the 5'7", 165 senior fullback, Hunter Strickland.
Yeah, it didn't look like much, just kind of wiggled his way through a bunch of people, and it looked like a minimal gain, but then all of a sudden he gets 6 yards.
And it was a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now for Trinity. Line of scrimmage, the Hillers' 43-yard line on the near hash mark. As Trinity breaks the huddle. And a 2:44 left here in the opening quarter. Twin receivers to the far side, man in the slot right. And Joey Hello into the game, and a bad snap coming back, but flags coming will stop the play. Hillers actually catch a break there, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to call. It must be a false start or offsides, but let's see what they call.
Maybe one of the reasons you had the errant snap coming back, Roberts wasn't expecting it. Might have been on a different count there than the center, Aiden Davis. Davis, only a freshman, is good size, 5'10", 210. But a younger guy in there, Steve, even during your 9th game of the regular season. And they've had some injuries up front as well. Now 1st and 15, line of scrimmage now back to the 38-yard line as they bring Strickland in motion, and Roberts is going to put it up. He's looking deep middle, has a man there. It's Hendricks on the run, and Landon Hendricks will take it into the end zone for a Trinity touchdown.
Wow, what a beautiful play by the Hillers, and a great job by Roberts to just stand in the pocket, very calm and cool, and threw a strike, a perfect spiral down the field to catch the receiver in perfect stride. That's Hendricks, Landon Hendricks, just a junior, 5'8", 185 junior, caught it and never broke stride, and nobody was going to catch him going down the left sideline.
And that was the first completion of the game for Roberts, who was 0 of 5 before finding Hendricks there. Went for 62 yards and a score. Now flags come in here before the extra point try.
Offsides against the Mustangs. You wonder if they'll go for 2 now since the ball will get about.
Well, the advantage is, Steve, if they do that, it will make it a 2-possession game. You're 13-6 right now. The Mustangs miss their extra point. You get it to 15-6. Then the lead goes up to 9.
Well, I think he's going to take it on the. Can he have the option of taking it on the kickoff? I believe, right?
I'd go half the distance here. You look at how Dorig's run the football. Why not? You would still have a 7-point lead. They're going to try the extra point again, and as you said, Steve, they're going to take it on the kickoff. This extra point try is good from Alex Tush. So with 2:05 left here in the opening quarter, Trinity has opened up a 14-6 lead over Laurel Highlands, and we're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The high school football season is here. Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market, Connellsville Street, and Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke are teaming up to cheer on our local high school football teams. Bill and Donnie are proud to support our local districts and wish all the players, cheerleaders, band members, students, parents, and teachers a successful school year and football season. Don't forget to stop by Donnie Arthur's Buyers Market on Connellsville Street before the game to pick up your favorite snacks, drinks, or sandwiches.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation, and there are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Back here at Hillers Field, Brian Morozak, Steve Super, Tony Hanola, Billy Dice, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Alex Tush getting set to kick off here for Trinity. Hillers lead the Mustangs 14-6 as Tush boots it away. It'll hit here on the near side and go out of bounds. So that'll be a flag, and the Mustangs will get good field position. Look at that last drive, Steve. A 3-play, 68-yard drive. Took 1:42 off the clock. Capped off by that Connor Roberts to Landon Hendricks. 68-yard touchdown pass.
That was beautifully executed play by Roberts and Hendricks. Just a kind of a post pattern coming across the field. And he got behind the Mustang defenders, and Roberts showed some pretty good arm strength there on a wet night to throw a perfect spiral down the field.
Mustangs will start this drive from their own 35-yard line, working left to right as we describe it. Gallagher back out of the shotgun. Carney to his left. Twin receivers to the near side. That's the short side, and single coverage off to the far side. And now they'll bring Brian Yorchik in motion, reposition him in the slot left as Gallagher takes the snap. He'll pull it down, look to run again, and Gallagher a little surge forward, gets 3, maybe 4. Bring up second down and a long 6. And Steve, we're packed in here tight. You got a little space heater underneath, but at least we're here bringing you the game.
If Billy's shoes go on fire, I'm going to have to borrow a towel to put on, or Tony's water bottle and pour them out. But that thing comes in and out. That thing, Tony and I were joking. We think that space heater, the pressed box, was built around the space heater.
Yes, it's that old.
Yeah, it looks that old. But
I think our buddy Gary Frankhouse is up on the roof tonight, right?
Yeah, Gary's up on the roof. He has to go up a ladder to get up there. So, yeah, we're jammed in here like sardines tonight. But it's hey, we're
staying dry.
We are dry.
2nd and 6. Rod maybe looking to put it up now. Comes forward, looks to run, has a first down and more, and will scamper here down to the Mustangs' 48-yard line. So a 10-yard pickup on a 2nd and 6 for Rodney Gallagher. Moves the sticks, and it's been all Rod running the football so far on the Laurel Highlands side.
Yes. A lot of broken plays, a lot of just sweeps, and just get him the football out there away from people, and he can show what he can do, which is a lot.
He's 4 carries for 87 yards already. Came into the game 95 carries for 550 yards and 11 rushing touchdowns. 1st and 10 now from the Laurel Highlands 48-yard line. Mustangs in tight here, twins to each side, but against the line. Gallagher out of the shotgun, Carney off to his right. As Rod takes the snap, they're coming after him from the backside. Good protection, a little floater near side, pass complete. And that one will go to Matt Lucas out of bounds in Trinity territory at the 45-yard line for a 7-yard pickup to bring up 2nd down and 3.
Good job by Lucas. Get over there on the sideline, tap his toes, get his feet in bounds. And a good throw by Gallagher. Actually had to throw that over a defender.
Lucas now 8 receptions for 67 yards so far this season. Gallagher back out of the gun. Mustangs double tights here on the line. Single coverage out to the far side. Rod pulls it down, looks to run, and they have that well-read defensively. Rod going nowhere. He'll lose 6. Back close to the original line of scrimmage in the Laurel Highlands territory, back to the 49-yard line. Loss of 6. And Trinity's starting to figure that one out a little bit, Steve.
Yeah.
Hemmed him in well there.
Well, I'm watching the shields of that play, Brian. He looks like he's limping a little bit.
The Mustangs have been beat up, Steve, no doubt about it. It doesn't appear that the injury to Jaden Pratt's going to be that serious, talking to Laurel Highlands head coach Rich Colasar during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Hope to have him back for the playoffs so the Mustangs qualify. Rod looking to put it up 3rd and 9, and he'll short hop the intended wide receiver Joe Chambers on the far side. So what do you do here? 4th and 9, and that'll be the final play of this opening quarter. So Laurel Highlands will have a little time to think about it. After one quarter of football, it's Trinity 14, Laurel Highlands 6. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for a successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It is the result of the hard work of the players and coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all our local teams for continued success this season. From Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning.
We're back here at Trinity, and Steve, on that last play, they called it a catch. It appeared pretty clear to us that that ball was one-hopped over to Keandre, but ruled a catch, so now 4th and 3.
Wow. I mean, I thought it hopped 4 feet short of him.
I did too. So now 4th and 3. Laurel Highlands is going to go for it here, working right to left as we describe it. And they're going to throw a little reverse going back to Joe Chambers, who's going to put it up, lobs it on the far side. It has Gallagher on the reception, and Rod down the far side will get run out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So Laurel Highlands goes into their bag of tricks. It went Rod to Hooper, back to Chambers, who was the Mustang quarterback for half the season last year, who threw it out to Rod, and the Mustangs pick up 25 and a first down on a 4th and 3.
Usually on a play like that, you're throwing the receiver's throwing a wide open player, but Gallagher was covered. And, of course, like you said, Chambers was a good quarterback last year and a good one. I thought he did very well last year, but they got him at receiver this year. But he made a nice throw over the defenders, in between defenders.
Triple left formation. Gallagher now will come in motion, and that snap went to Carney. He throws it out
fumble.
to Rod.
That's a fumble.
That's a live football.
Well,
They're going to rule it incomplete, but it should have been a live ball.
It was definitely, well, it's hard. We don't have the perfect angle, but it looked to me like he threw it backwards, but the official came in there and waved it dead. You can hear the coaches to our left. Those are the Trinity coaches. They're yelling to go pick up the ball. And
I would think the intent there is, Steve, on that play then to have Gallagher throw it down the field. I think that's why you're sending it out to him there, right?
I think he was just trying to get the ball out there to him. I just don't. Yeah, that's just. I mean, it's a good design play, but just bad execution. You got a kid that who was that threw?
Carney.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 now from the 23. Mustangs have caught a couple of breaks on this drive. Let's see if they can take advantage. Back on the inside run to Carney. Got popped inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line, but still able to pick up 5, maybe 6 there to bring up 3rd down and 4. And again, the running success has not been there from the tailback position since Laurel Highlands lost Eric Allen to an injury early on in the season. Allen, through 3 games this year, 37 carries for 326 yards. And you look at the numbers from Carney, even Ben Wilson when he was in there before he got hurt, Leland Lehue, they have not had success running from that tailback position, trying to change that tonight. So now 3rd down and 4 here for the Mustangs from the 18-yard line. A little jet sweep action. And on the run here is Hooper. And Hooper inside the 10. He's down to the 7-yard line. So Tajai Hooper picking up 11 there for the Mustangs and a Laurel Highlands first down.
Nice job by Hooper. Got one. I think that play was intended to go around the left end, but he cut up, saw a seam, cut up the kind of like off left tackle. and was able to kind of knife his way forward and get some big yards.
Now 1st and goal for Laurel Highlands. Line of scrimmage, the Trinity 7-yard line. 10:41 left before halftime. Mustangs down 8 but driving.
You wonder if the Mustangs score, if they'll go for 2 to make up for that extra point.
I would. Gallagher back out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Run right up the middle. Rod inside the 5. Lowers the shoulder. Reaches towards the goal line. And they're going to roll him down inside the 1. So Rod getting 6, maybe 7 there. Stopped about a half yard short of the touchdown. Now bring up 2nd and goal. Gallagher, just a junior for Laurel Highlands, back for a senior year next year. Now 12 rushing touchdowns on the season after his first quarter score, looking for 13. He lines up back out of the shotgun, takes the snap, run all the way right up the middle, and this time he's in. Rodney Gallagher scoring from a half a yard out, and the Mustangs back to within 2, down 14-12.
And the kicking team started running out, but the coach Colsar calls them back, so they'll see what the officials are talking here. What did they call the penalty?
Personal foul against Trinity.
That might.
I would definitely take it here, Steve, on the try. Go half the distance and try to get this game tied.
Yeah, but if it was during the play, I think they either declined it. I don't think they could add it to after a touchdown. I don't believe.
Personal foul against Trinity being signaled. And it looks like it is going to be enforced maybe on the kickoff then, Steve. They're not moving the football. Didn't mention it was declined.
Did not mention it was declined, but they left the ball.
Well, they motioned the penalty against Trinity. Now they're pushing it back. They signaled it twice against Trinity, and now they're moving the football back.
Obviously, he pointed the wrong way.
And these guys are having a tough night.
Coach Colasar. Now that affects his play call.
Oh,
so
for
he's
sure.
He's got to, now he may have to kick it.
We actually found out, Steve, the officials that we announced earlier were incorrect. They made a late game switch and brought a new crew out. And these guys have struggled a bit on this drive.
Well, they gave Uniontown a big break on that.
Laurel Highlands.
Laurel Highlands on that ball that bounced. And we both thought it bounced 3 or 4 yards short of him. I mean, it wasn't even close. And then this, he had to have just signaled the wrong direction.
Twice.
Yeah.
They're going to go for 2 here from the 18-yard line as Gallagher takes the snap. He's looking end zone on the lob. Single coverage for Chambers.
That's got to be pass interference.
We're going to get a flag?
No.
No call. Defending the play was number 4, Dominic DeRubo, but no flags.
DeRubo tackled Chambers on the way down and no call.
So the score remains Trinity 14, Laurel Highlands 12, 9:49 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountant.
When it's time to service your vehicle, don't procrastinate. Call Rose Motors at 724-583-1944. Rose Motors, specializing in computer diagnostics, engine and electrical problems, brake service, electronic tune-ups, air conditioning repair, exhaust work, state inspection, and more. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? See Rose Motors, where financing is also available. Rose Motors, 42 River Avenue in Masontown. Serving the area for 3 generations. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, Saturday by appointment.
Trinity a 14-12 lead over Laurel Highlands. Little one-hopper here in front of Andrew Dorick here on the return. And Dorick some shaking and baking with another flag on the play. Look at driven back at the 20-yard line. Might be a block in the back here, Steve, on the return.
It's usually what it is on a kick. And another flag coming in late after the Mustangs. And we're kind of going after the defender a little late. So we'll see if the second flag is if it's going to be probably some type of a personal foul. Not sure who they're going to call it on.
It's still misting here tonight.
Yeah, look at the lights. It looks like it's snow there, doesn't it?
A couple of flags. Let's sort it all out. Tyler Shutterly is now the head referee tonight. There's a former Bell Vernon Leopard. Now, one foul there against Trinity, and then a dead ball personal foul against Laurel Highlands.
So that just offset took away the penalty.
I think Tyler played for Bell Vernon, Steve, during the Lou Root era at the Leopards.
Yeah, your buddy Lou Root.
Push the football back here. Inside the 10, and they'll mark it off again. So they marked off the block in the back, and they'll mark off the personal foul being a dead ball foul. So the play will result in the Hillers gaining about 5 yards there on the penalties. And the Hillers with the football and a 2-point lead. By the way, the last drive for Laurel Highlands, an 11-play, 65-yard drive. Took 4:16 off the clock, capped off by the Rodney Gallagher 1-yard touchdown run. Pass failed on the conversion. And they're going back here to Dorig. He gets spun forward, just picks up a couple of yards. A.J. Sumter brought him down. And 2nd down and 8. And the clock rolling. Hillers working left to right as we describe it here in the second quarter. Make a couple of changes here, bringing 26 Brandon May into the game. 6'2", 210-pound senior wide receiver. He split out to the near side. Single coverage there with Hooper. And now they'll split Luke Laycock out of the backfield and set up a screen on the far side, but no one home. Not sure who that was going to, Steve. Might have been Dorig out of the backfield, but it was well over his head.
Yeah, he was getting a little pressure from the Mustangs, and he just kind of rushed himself, didn't let it develop, and it didn't. They might have had something there, but he just overthrew him.
Now 3rd and 8. Mustang defense would love a 3-and-out.
We have not seen a punt yet, have we?
No. Not on either side.
It's not a good night for the punters. It's wet. You got to catch that snap. The defenders can get in.
Rain picking up a little bit, seeing a few more umbrellas popping up here on this 3rd and 8 from the Hillers 27-yard line. As Roberts takes the snap, they're coming after him, looks to step up. He's in trouble, and Roberts will be sacked back at the 15-yard line. The first Mustang to get to him there was Jaden Tucker.
Yeah, good job. The whole defensive line that time able to corral him in, and that's going to force a punt for sure now.
12-yard loss on the play. And Alex Tush does all of the kicking and punting for Trinity.
There's a flag down.
Well, we did not see that. Personal foul, face mask against Laurel Highlands. Geez. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Not an automatic first down, but they might get it anyways.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
With 3rd and 1, they'll get that down again after the penalty.
Unbelievable.
And 3rd and 1, so the Mustangs look like they had him stopped.
You know, and that's just unbelievable because you got 5 Mustangs sacking the quarterback. Why one of them would go in there and even get close to the face mask?
I agree.
Obviously just inadvertently did it, and it's a nothing call. It didn't really mean anything. And for a ref to call that, either one, it had to be blatant or just a bad call. But either way.
3rd and 1, expect Andrew Dorig here, and Dorig enough for a first down and then some for Trinity. And he's going to take a couple of Mustangs with him across the 42 down close to the 43-yard line. It's about a 9-yard run there for Dorig. And he's approaching the 100-yard plateau. Now 11 carries, 94 yards in this game for Dorig.
That was a major call in this game. It was just...
Especially in a 2-point game, 14-12. Hillers lead it. As we go into 8 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Not saying it was a bad call, just an odd, like I said, their backs were to us, so we couldn't really see if he grabbed the face mask. But it wasn't necessary from a Mustang perspective, was it?
Roberts out of the pistol. No, you're right, Steve. No reason for that at all. Bringing man in motion here to the near side, Stevie Stewart. Roberts going back there to Dorig again. Cuts it up the field. Another nice run close to midfield down to the 47, maybe the 48-yard line there on the run. Give him 6. Bring up 2nd down and 4. That'll put them right at 100 yards rushing tonight. We're still here in the first half. Again, 7:19 now left before halftime.
Nice scoreboard they have over there.
Yes, and a good complex.
Yeah, surprising though they have only the stands on one. We can't tell it's dark if there's a hillside there, but they only have bleachers on the one side, but very nice complex.
Roberts back under center. No surprise, Dora getting it again, this time driven back, loses 2 on the play. Caleb Glebus was the first to get to him defensively.
Not the greatest hot dog I ever had. It was decent, but
yes.
I always sample one dog.
Yes.
It's kind of been a tradition.
And they actually have this field at the Trinity Middle School, not at the high school complex. If you're ever headed out here.
A lot of steps, though. You got to walk down.
Especially that ladder going up to the deck. I know Gary still might be climbing up there.
Gary's up there. He may not get down. He's going to. We're going to have to give him a. We're going to have to give Gary a parachute to get down from there.
Luke Laycock in the backfield now with Connor Roberts. Laycock is the backup quarterback. Roberts gets it. Little play fake there to Laycock. He's going to look deep middle, single coverage, and that pass falls incomplete. He was looking there for Stevie Stewart. Good coverage on the play from Laurel Highlands' Leland Lehue. That was a good matchup there, Steve, for Roberts down the field. They're looking for the 5'8", 175 senior Stewart.
Lehue made a nice recovery. It looked like they had a step on him, and that's going to bring our first punt of the game.
And as we think, 4th and 8, and they'll bring Alex Tush out.
That's what you got to watch for if you're, in high school football, we talk about all the time, the punting is sometimes, tough. You got a wet ball.
And Laycock, Steve, is one of the protector backs, the backup quarterback. And we'll go back to Tush, a little rugby style here on the near side, and a nice boot. Yeah. It'll hit here about the 18-yard line and roll out of bounds close to the 10, so pins the Mustangs back. With 6:05 left before halftime, Trinity 14, Laurel Highlands 12. We're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 and Hopwood, are proud supporters of local high school sports. For more information on the programs that the Catholic War Veterans provide, log on to the Catholic War Veterans website at www.cwv.org. You can also visit the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 on Facebook or phone 724-437-3088. That's 724-437-3088 for the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
Brian Rozak and Steve Superk back here at Trinity. So Laurel Highlands pinned deep, Steve, 90 yards ahead of them. Line of scrimmage to the Laurel Highlands 10. Ball in the near hash mark, and Gallagher back out of the shotgun. Carney to his left. Twin receivers to the far side. One man in the slot right and single coverage out here to the near side. They'll bring a man in motion. It's going to be Hooper who gets it here on the jet sweep, comes forward. And Hooper, they got him by the ankles. They'll bring him down close to the 15-yard line. And I'll bring up 2nd down and 5. We're bringing in some pizza here, Steve, for halftime.
Yeah.
Get your eyes over there. 5:44 left until the halftime break. Mustangs trying to put together a little bit of a drive here, down 2 points at 14-12. Ronnie Gallagher, a pair of touchdowns for Laurel Highlands. Andrew Dorg, a 7-yard run, and Connor Roberts to Landon Hendricks on a 68-yard strike for Trinity's 2nd score of the night. Rod looking for a quick screen here, far side. Pass complete, and that's Keandre to Shields in the flat. Keandre across the 20, getting down to the 24-yard line. So a nice 9-yard pickup there for a Mustang first down. Gets the Mustangs out of a little bit of a hole here, Steve.
Yep. Dangerous throwing out there. Those little swing passes. You got to just make sure he throws them forward in case it gets dropped in this wet weather.
Ball now on the far hash mark. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Again, bring a man in motion. They'll fake the handoff this time. Rod keeps himself, makes a couple of tackles, and look out here. Rod down the far sideline into Trinity territory, inside the 40, inside the 30, and it's a foot race, and Rod will take it to the house to put Laurel Highlands back in front. 75-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, he was going in there. He got tangled up. It looked like everybody was kind of converging to the football, and he just spun out of there to the right, and everybody kind of broke their angle and came in. And as soon as he went out to the outside, you could see it. Some players were farther down the field but didn't have the angle, and he just outraced everyone. And a big play, another big play by Gallagher.
Could be our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game.
Cue that one up, Nick.
75-yard touchdown run puts Laurel Highlands on top 18-14. And the Radcliffe back on for an extra point try. His first attempt was blocked tonight. Clean snap coming back this time, and plenty of distance on that kick, and it's good. So with 5:04 left before halftime, the Mustangs in the lead at 19-14. We're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, this is former Fayette County Treasurer Robert F. Bobby Danko. I am wholeheartedly supporting Deb Apicella, who is running for Fayette County Treasurer in the upcoming election. I hired Deb and she worked her way through the ranks in the Treasurer's office. She gained over 15 years experience and has been Fayette County Chief Deputy Treasurer for the past 8 years. Deb is doing an outstanding job. Her excellent work ethics has shown she does whatever is necessary to keep the office running efficiently, effectively, and customer-friendly. Deb Apicella's years of experience has proven she is trustworthy and dedicated to the taxpayers of Fayette County. Your vote and support for Deb will ensure the Treasurer's office will continue to operate smoothly and she will continue to be a full-time, hard-working Fayette County Treasurer. We need to keep Deb Apicella in the Treasurer's office and make her our next Fayette County Treasurer.
Paid for by friends of Deb Apicella.
Back here at Trinity, Laurel Highlands now in the lead at 19-14 after a 75-yard touchdown run from Rodney Gallagher, capped off a 4-play, 90-yard drive. Took just 1:01 off the clock, and the Hillers looking for an answer back here on a nice kickoff return back to the 36-yard line for Luke Laycock. And the Hillers will have good field position, only seen one punt so far here in the first half. But how about the numbers Rod has put up so far in this game, Steve? On the ground, 8 carries for 163 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. We're still here in the second quarter.
Well, you know, he just gets out in space and he's hard to catch, especially, you know, against McKeesport and TJ, you know, better athletes, bigger, faster, stronger, and all that. Maybe he wasn't able to get out there as much, but here against Trinity, he's able to show that he can run away from people.
Now the pressure on the Hillers a little bit here, down 5. Roberts under center, 2 I-backs. Pitch going back here to Joey Hello, and Hello looking for running room on the far side, getting 2, maybe 3, close to the 39-yard line. Bring up second down and a long 7.
Curious, we talked at the break why they didn't go for 2. Billy Dice actually mentioned it first, and we were looking at the score. They're up by 5, or they were up by 4, kicked the extra point to go up by 5. If a 2-pointer would have got them up at least by 6.
Correct. Maybe just don't want to keep on chasing points, though. Had the opening extra point blocked, then had to go for 2 after a personal foul penalty from the 18-yard line. Second and a long 7 here for Trinity. Ball just shy of the 39-yard line with Roberts back in the pistol set. Andrew Dorig behind him, and Dorig gets the carry. No, check that's Joey Hello again. Joey Hello getting his second consecutive carry on this drive and takes it to the 45-yard line. Needed 7, got 6, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. We're down to 3:57 left before halftime. And Dorig actually getting worked on right now, Steve, here on the near side. Trainer's looking at him. That would be a huge loss for Trinity if he's gone for any length of time. Now an official's timeout here for some reason. They sub Joey Hello out.
And he does not have his helmet on. That's never a good sign.
So Laycock is now the tailback, with Hello on the sidelines along with Dorig. And it's a QB sneak here from Roberts. Needed 1, got 2, and they'll move the sticks down to the Trinity 47-yard line. With 3:32 left before halftime. Now Joey Hello checking back in.
Looks like 2 trainers down there talking to Dorig. He's standing up. He looks okay, you know, from here, but you just wonder if they're looking at him.
And Dorig's ran the football a lot, Steve. 13 carries for 97 yards. Was at the 100-yard mark, then lost 3 yards on a run.
Our heater popped back on again.
Probably good you have some safety protocols on that.
Yeah, well, Billy's got his hand on the plug to pull it out in case something happens, but
good to know.
We're keeping our feet warm at least.
1st and 10, Stevie Stewart coming in motion, repositions in the slot left. Roberts looks to put it up, and that pass is going to be caught here at the Laurel Highlands 46-yard line. I think that's Braden May that made the catch.
That's another one that looked like it might have bounced in there, but that one was a little closer than the one that we got.
Correct.
The Mustangs got earlier. That one at least looked like he might have had his hands under it.
That was a 7-yard pickup to bring up 2nd down and 3. Line of scrimmage now, the Laurel Highlands 46-yard line. You have to watch the clock. So we go under 2:30 left here in the second quarter. Hillers still have their full complement of timeouts remaining. Laurel Highlands did burn one earlier.
Pretty good high school football game.
Yes, it is. Back and forth. Roberts back out of the shotgun, twins to the near side, play fake, calls his own number, looking for a run here up the middle. A.J. Sumter got him. Can he bring him down as he was kind of swinging him around there a couple of times, and finally forward progress stopped on the play, and they'll give Roberts 1 yard.
Sumter's got to be careful there, not for the end, but he was dragging the quarterback Roberts around, and he almost spun him forward for the first down.
Yes.
I think he realized he was getting ready to do that, and he at least held up from. If he'd have slammed him to the ground like he wanted to, he might have got a first down.
3rd and 2 now. Clock still rolling, Steve. Already down to 1:37 left before halftime. Roberts back under center, 2 eye backs, so wideouts each side. Now they'll bring Joey Hello out of the backfield in motion. Reposition in the slot left. QB sneak. Roberts reaches and gets the first down. Needed 2, got 3, down to the 41. And they're going to bring Doric back into the game.
Yeah, back in. Maybe there was just a planned little rest. And they actually take, oh no, well, Roberts is coming over to get the play.
Joey Hello checks back out. But they have to watch the clock now, Steve, down to 1:15 left before halftime.
You know, I think if anything, they just want to keep the ball away from Gallagher right now. I mean, the Mustangs have scored quickly on a lot of their plays. Gallagher, a big play machine tonight.
Triple left formation. Roberts rolling out that way. Backside pressure coming. Roberts on the run, throws down the field, and the pass falls incomplete at the 23-yard line. Good coverage defensively as that pass was intended for Stevie Stewart, number 16. Now it's Keandre over there breaking it up.
Keandre looks to be, his legs look to be a little better. He's not limping around like maybe they're just catching on one play where he wasn't involved, and he was kind of, maybe he's baiting them for a little bit of help.
Roberts just 2 of 10 throwing the football for 69 yards. Of course, with that 62-yard pass for a touchdown. That one went to Landon Hendricks. 2nd and 10 from the Laurel Highlands 42. Ball on the right hash mark. Again, triple left send as Roberts takes the snap. They're coming after. Maybe was trying to set up the screen. It wasn't there. Now throws on the run while being brought down. The pass is tipped and off the deflection. Came close to being caught, but they're going to rule it incomplete. And I'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Good job by Lucas Ferens. Mustang starter tonight at left end. He got in there and forced a bad pass. And I want to say hi to his dad, Joey Ferens, Toey. I see him down at one of our sponsors down at Casey's for breakfast every once in a while. We'll go down there. He
actually had lunch there, Steve, before the game tonight.
Yeah.
Now a timeout taken by Trinity, even with the clock stopped with a 3rd and 10 upcoming. So we'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. Mustangs lead at 19-14, 45 seconds left before halftime. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Tonight.
I'm attorney Bill Martin of Radcliffe Law, and I've handled all sorts of workplace accident cases over the past 10 years. When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work. But you may not be physically ready to return. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call our workers' compensation team at Radcliffe Law at 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you and answer your questions at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Back here at Trinity, 45 seconds left before halftime. Mustangs a 19-14 lead. Trinity with a 3rd and 10 upcoming from the Laurel Highlands 42-yard line. Again, Roberts has not had a lot of success, Steve, throwing the football aside from that one hookup to Landon Hendricks. Now 2 of 11 for 69 yards.
Yeah, he's been off the mark a little bit, and that was, again, good pressure from Ferens last time. The Mustangs have gotten in, putting some pressure on him, forcing some quick throws, forcing him to scramble out of the pocket, forcing him to move around, making him uncomfortable. And the Mustangs doing a better job defensively.
Big play here, 3rd and 10. Roberts takes the snap, pump fake on the screen, comes back on the near side. It's set up well over to Joey Hello. Gets down to the 38-yard line, but only able to pick up 4, maybe 5 there.
Fortunate there. Mustangs, Yorchek gets in there. Brian Yorchek, who we've called his name a lot this year. I don't know how he got through those blocks. Somehow he got blocked right into the runner and was able to make the tackle, but that look had the makings of a big play. And Brian, I'm surprised that they've gone away from Doric on those sweep plays. He has not carried. They just kind of went away from that, didn't they? The Mustangs couldn't stop him, and now
they're taking it all the way down to 7 seconds left. They're going to snap it here on 4th down, likely looking for a little Hail Mary here to end the second quarter. Roberts flushed out to the far side. John Deke in his face, and Deke will spin him down with a little bit of help behind the line of scrimmage back at the 42-yard line, and that'll end the second quarter. And Laurel Highlands will take a 5-point lead in the locker room, up 19-14 over Trinity. Mustang defense, Steve, on successive drives in that second quarter, coming up big.
Yeah, that's really big. Good job. Mustangs make some adjustments, and they went away from the run, which was a bit benefit for the Mustangs.
Stay tuned for our halftime show. It's brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. Nice to have our buddy Mr. Capuzzi watching the broadcast tonight. He was calling for Gary Frankhauser to be a part of it. Gary's up on the roof. Steve Superk's with me, Tony Hanola keeping stats, Billy Dice behind the camera, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Mustangs a 19-14 halftime leader, back with first half stats right after this here on WMBS, True Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
Greetings, this is Jeff Paletta, General Sales Manager at Ford of Uniontown. By now you're probably aware of the semiconductor problem, also known as the chip problem in the automotive industry. It would appear the issue is not soon to resolve itself. That being said, we have found the most advantageous way to help our customers with finding the vehicle of their choice and apply our best discounts. We have over 100 new units in our order bank that are produced but awaiting a chip. You pick the vehicle of your choice with one of our professional sales associates, and we will prioritize it for you. Or you can simply order your vehicle of choice. Either way, you will receive an additional discount of $1,000 and any incentive that applies at the time of your order. With that selection, size, and discount, it just makes good sense. Stop in and see the Trade Me In guys and gals at Ford of Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's. 724-425-5980 or FordofUniontown.com.
Excludes Bronco, Shelby, Raptor, and Bronco Sport.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? M&R Transit is now hiring van drivers. Van drivers must be 26 years of age, have a valid driver license, and a clean driving record. Van drivers must be able to obtain all clearances. For more information, call 724-439-3164. That's 724-439-3164, or apply in person at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue. M&R Transit wishes the Laurel Highlands Mustangs good luck.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lee's does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lee's does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
When you need a vaccine, look to Peachin Pharmacy as a partner in your health. Peachin Pharmacy has all of the COVID-19 vaccines, including boosters, at no cost to you. They also have the shingles and pneumonia vaccine. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy, located in downtown Connellsville. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potters on Facebook. We'll see you at Potters.
Good afternoon.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Trinity. 1914, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs leading the Trinity Hillers. Again, our halftime show brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy, located inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. Also have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight, the Somerset Trust Company, and also our good friends of the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, for sponsoring our live video stream this evening. Steve, as your halftime stats, and they're being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm.
Okay, thanks for the Trinity Hillers. Connor Roberts started out hot, but he finished at 2 for 12, 73 yards, 1 touchdown pass. Hello got the 1 catch for 4 yards, and Hendricks, of course, the 62-yarder for the score. On the ground, Roberts had a couple of carries for 6 yards, 5 for 6 yards. Durig did most of the damage, 13 carries, 97 yards, and a score. Strickland had a carry for 7 yards, and Hello had 4 carries for 10 yards in all. They had 35 plays on offense, 120 yards rushing, 73 in the air, 193 total. Had 5 penalties for 40 yards and no turnovers, and 9 first downs. For the most of those first downs, Brian, were on that first drive as they drove down the field. For the Mustangs, Gallagher was 3 out of 3, 23 yards. Chambers was 1 for 1 for 25 yards, and Carney had that one halfback pass, 0 for 1. The passes went 1 to Shields for 6 yards, 2 to Lucas for 17, and Gallagher caught one of those from Chambers for 25 yards. On the ground, Carney had 1 carry for 6 yards, Hooper 2 for 16, and then all the damage done by Gallagher. 8 carries, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns for the Mustangs. They did it all on just 16 plays. That's right, just 16 plays, 233 yards total offense, 185 in the air, 48 on the 185 on the ground, and 48 in the air. Had 3 penalties for 35 yards, no turnovers, and they managed just 5 first downs. But, of course, you don't get many first downs when you have big plays like Gallagher had. So, pretty even football game on the scoreboard and on the stats, as the Mustangs have 233 yards to their Trinity's 193, as the Mustangs lead it at the half.
1914, Laurel Highlands a 5-point lead. We'll be back in just a bit with some other scores from around the WPIAL, also the first half scoring summary. But up next, it's a news update from Radio Pennsylvania. Nick Barczyk will have that for you on the way next, and we'll be back with the second half as well here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
For every concussion that happens in professional sports, 5,000 happen in high school games. That's why Excella Health is pleased to have concussion specialists on staff. Running the concussion program is Dr. Jim Masterson. Dr. Masterson is a credentialed impact consultant and leader in concussion management. Excella Health also has the most advanced equipment and experienced people. To make an appointment with Dr. Masterson, visit myexcelladoc.org or call 1-855-EXCELLA-DOC. That's 1-855-EXCELLADOC.
An art therapist, an attorney, a currency options broker on Wall Street, a paleontologist, a member of the PA House of Representatives, a cancer researcher, a teacher. These are just a few examples of how Seton Hill University graduates are changing the world. In fact, 98% of Seton Hill graduates move on to careers or advanced degrees within 1 year of graduation. This is well above the national average. But then, Seton Hill students and faculty are well above average, too. Learn more at setonhill.edu/visit campus. Trib Live has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. news, and more 24/7.
Good afternoon. I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Cameron.
And we're here to tell you about our youth group.
Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown, we sing songs, play games, and learn about the Bible.
We also have special activities throughout the year, such as video game parties, Nerf night, horseback riding, and bowling, along with much more.
The fun starts at 5:30.
Join us for a great time of food, fun, and fellowship.
Youth group every Thursday at Trinity Presbyterian Church.
The Players Club Restaurant, Hotspot, and Ballroom, formerly Bender's on Connellsville Street, is the place to go after the game for fantastic food and fun. Players Club features the best steak hoagies in town, juicy black Angus burgers, salads, specialty pizzas, soft-serve ice cream, deep-fried Oreos, and more. Friday is Taco Day. Saturday is Wing Day at Players Club with local delivery available and outside dining on the deck. Players Club Restaurant, Hotspot, and Ballroom, formerly Bender's, Connellsville, and Lincoln Streets. Call 724-963-4178.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Severe heartburn, chest pain, and regurgitation are symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease. This can lead to complications including ulcers, narrowing, and precancerous cells in the esophagus. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of reflux. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
This is a Radio PA News Update. Pennsylvania's unemployment rate continues to decline from near double-digit levels during the height of the coronavirus pandemic. David Payne reports.
The Department of Labor and Industry reports Pennsylvania's unemployment rate for the month of September stood at 6.4%, down 0.2% from the previous month. The jobless rate has declined 0.9% in the last year. Pennsylvania civilian labor force, the estimated number of residents working or looking for work, decreased by 16,000 over the month, while the number of non-farm jobs dropped by 79,000 to total 5.7 million. Labor officials report job gains in 7 of the 11 industry supersectors. I'm David Payne.
Governor Tom Wolf has unveiled a list of his administration's priorities he says will benefit Pennsylvania's workforce. Among them, the governor is again calling on the General Assembly to pass legislation increasing the state's minimum wage.
There are about 1 million workers who would benefit from a higher minimum wage. I've been calling for an increase in this for 7 years now. Now, once again, I'm asking the General Assembly to pass Senator Tina Tartaglione's and Representative Patty Kim's legislation to raise Pennsylvania's unconscionably low minimum wage.
The legislation would hike the state's minimum wage to $12 an hour with a path to $15. Pennsylvanians with unwanted prescription drugs in their homes are being encouraged to take part in tomorrow's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. Go to takebackday.dea.gov for a list of Prescription Drug Take-Back Day locations. And in an effort to address the ongoing shortage of volunteer first responders, a bill introduced in the State House would provide property tax relief for Pennsylvanians who serve as volunteer firefighters, paramedics, or EMS workers. I'm Mark Sims, and you're up to date from Radio PA.
How can we help each other and the planet during these historic, uncertain times? Did you know that there are millions of farmers in developing nations using harmful practices that not only make it hard for them to make ends meet, but also hurt the environment? The good news is there's a solution. For more than 30 years, nonprofit Trees for the Future has planted over 180 million trees and helped tens of thousands of farmers achieve independence and stability so that they're able to weather any storm. Trees for the Future trains farmers to rethink farming and use trees to flatten the curve on environmental harm while improving their nutrition and income. Let's come together to build a better future for communities in need and the planet. Learn more at trees.org/radio. That's TREES.org/radio. This message is sponsored by Trees for the Future.
South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer wishes the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs this season and in the playoffs. During these uncertain times, a lot of hard work goes into a successful season, and that includes the cooperation of players, coaches, and their families. South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer commends all of those whose hard work has gone into making this a successful season. Like our local teams, Robert Schiffbauer is working hard to make life better for the residents of South Union Township. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs from South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer.
Paid for by the candidate Robert
If you don't fall behind on your home improvement projects, let First Federal of Greene County help with the heavy lifting. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bath, considering an addition, patio, or new roof, First Federal gives you all the tools you need. FHA Title I improvement loans, home equity loans, construction loans, and owner-builder loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at firstfederalofgreene.com. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Orthopedic and Spine Institute is open, and their experienced providers are ready to care for you. Orthopedic and spine care spans a wide range of problems, from arthritis to joint trauma caused by injury or overuse. Hips, shoulders, knees, and backs are the most common areas where patients experience pain or impaired function. At WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, they can treat orthopedic and spine problems with state-of-the-art care. Their board-certified orthopedic surgeons and specialists are well experienced in the latest treatments for damaged and diseased joints. They offer everything from physical therapies to joint repairs and joint replacements. Whenever possible, the newest, minimally invasive techniques are used to ensure quicker recovery, less pain, and less damage to surrounding tissues. To learn more about the newly opened Orthopedic and Spine Institute at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, or to schedule an appointment, call 724-912-7533 or visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown. WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. The new us, here for you.
Brian Mrozek and Steve Supert back here at Trinity, 19-14. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs lead the Trinity Hillers. Taking a look at some other scores around the WPIAL. Thomas Jefferson and McKeesport, Steve. They're tied at 21 at halftime. We thought that would be a pretty good game coming in, and so far it's certainly been that and then some.
Yeah, must have battled the Titans there, and should be a good one.
Taking a look at some other scores from around the WPIAL tonight. Penn Trafford a 28-0 lead over Franklin Regional. Chartiers Valley 7-0 over Newcastle. North Allegheny leading Hempfield by a score of 22-6. Indiana 20, Mars 3. Beaver and Montour tied at 7. How about this, Steve? Gateway up 41-0 over Connellsville. 7:20 left in the second quarter already. 41-0. Gateway over Connellsville. We talked earlier. The Brownsville Area School Board announced last night that Brownsville would be moving to an independent football schedule starting in 2022, and you have to wonder if Connellsville might not be that far behind.
Well, I wouldn't start any rumors that you didn't know were true, but that's they're just having a couple down years, but they've had a history at Connellsville having some pretty good football players over the years.
It's been a while though.
It's been a while. They got a Heisman Trophy winner from Connellsville. So
Johnny Lujan.
Yep, not too many schools can say that.
Other scores from tonight, Elizabeth Forward up 21-13 over Southmoreland. South Fayette's doubled up Upper St. Clair at 14-7, and Waynesburg a 7-0 lead over Chartier Houston. Actually, that Elizabeth Forward Southmoreland game now at halftime. Elizabeth Forward a 35-13 lead over the Scotties there at the break. Taking a look at our first half scoring summary. Again, it's 19-14. Laurel Highlands leading Trinity. Andrew Dorick got the scoring started for Trinity on the Hillers' opening drive of the night. A 7-yard touchdown run capped off a 16-play, 78-yard drive that took 6:36 off the clock. The extra point was made by Alex Tush to give the Hillers a 7-0 lead. The Mustangs came back, just a 2-play, 68-yard drive. 2 runs from Rodney Gallagher, capped off by a 23-yard touchdown run. The extra point try from Harry Radcliffe was blocked. It was 7-6 Trinity. On the Hillers' next drive, Connor Roberts to Landon Hendricks on a 68-yard touchdown pass. Extra point again good, just a 3-play, 68-yard drive. And Trinity went in the lead at 14-6. But Laurel Highlands back-to-back touchdowns in the second quarter. Rodney Gallagher, a 1-yard touchdown run. That capped off an 11-play, 68-yard drive that took 4:16 off the clock. Mustangs went for 2 after a personal foul penalty. Moved the try back to the 18-yard line. It was unsuccessful, and it was 14-12 Trinity at that point. But then Rodney Gallagher, after the Mustangs started a drive at their own 10-yard line, a 75-yard touchdown run. That capped off a 4-play, 90-yard drive. It took just 1:01 off the clock. Score occurred at the 5:04 mark of the second quarter. Harry Ratcliffe added the extra point, and that's where we're at right now, 19-14. Laurel Highlands over Trinity. The Hillers actually drove the football, Steve, down into Laurel Highlands territory where they were facing a 4th down in the final minute of the second quarter. Actually let the clock run down, and their quarterback Connor Roberts was sacked on that 4th down try.
Well, I think that a lot of that was by design. They didn't want to give the Gallagher and the Mustangs the football back for a chance for another big play, so they kind of let that clock go down. They're only down, 5 at the half, so still anybody's ball game.
And one other score to pass along to you. Mapletown up 26-7 over Bentworth early third quarter. I have to thank Phil Michael for passing along that score update as well. Again, here at Trinity tonight, it's the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 19, the Trinity Hillers 14. And we'll have the third quarter on the way next here from Trinity High School. It'll start in about 4 minutes here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
General Dentist Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr. treats children, teens, and adults of all ages. Dr. Wietek performs all phases of general dentistry, including crowns and bridges, partials, full dentures, comprehensive orthodontics, root canals, bonded white fillings, dental implants to replace missing teeth and to stabilize loose-fitting dentures, and comprehensive exams and cleanings. Dr. Wietek is also your place to go for full mouth reconstruction if you've put off going to the dentist for too long. Visit Dr. Wietek online at www.myuniontowndentist.com to view the Smile Gallery and see some of his patients' before and after photos. See what over 35 years of experience and a practice committed to learning the latest techniques can do for you or your family. Dr. Wietek's office is located on the National Pike, 1 mile west of the mall on Route 40. Call him up at 724-439-1616. That's 724-439-1616 for Dr. Edward L. Wietek Jr.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $289 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends November 1st, 2021. What supplies last? Call dealer for all of the details at 724-929-8000. It's a fact, we go your way all around every day. It's a fact, we're striving harder to get you farther.
Have you ever been at a Fact bus stop and wondered where your bus was? Now you can track all Fact fixed route buses in real time. Go to factbus.com or download the Fact Bus Route app for your cell phone or tablet from the Google App Store. It's free. And don't forget, all Fact fixed route buses now have free Wi-Fi. For more information and for rates and routes, go to factbus.com or call 724-628-RIDE.
Won't get the bus and grab the bus. Come along and ride with us. It's a fact, we're Fayette County Public Transit.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Brian Rozak, Steve Super, Tony Hanola, and Billy Dice back here at Trinity. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. And Steve, Laurel Highlands will get the football first here to start the third quarter.
Just exactly what the Mustangs need to kind of build on that lead. And
put together a nice drive here, maybe get up 2 scores.
Well, they haven't done a lot of big drives. Most of it's all been big plays. And really just, I mean, the strategy is get Gallagher out in space when he's got one on just a couple and he can make a move and get a score. And that's really, it makes a coach look pretty smart, but there's really not much coaching to it. It's just get the ball out there and get away from people, and that's the coaching part they have to do, and they've done a good job of that. So get Gallagher the ball and let him do his thing.
Yeah, the Mustangs, so many things they're playing for tonight, Steve. Their first playoff berth since 2015. First winning season since 1996. Hard to believe it's been 25 years since Laurel Highlands finished above 500 playing high school football.
Yeah, and it's just, it just shows you how difficult it is to win. And you got to give the Laurel Highlands coaches, Rich Colasar, he's doing a great job getting these kids to play. They got off to a 5-0 start. I know they lost 3 in a row, but those are 3 of the best teams around, and now they can get another win. If they can get this win tonight and get a win next week, that'll be a heck of a nice season.
And there'll be 13 playoff qualifiers in 4A. Again, Laurel Highlands playing for the 4th and final playoff spot in the conference. Tonight, McKeesport taking on Thomas Jefferson. At last check, those 2 teams tied at halftime. McKeesport, Steve, maybe still a little under the radar. They'll take on Bell Vernon next week. Leopards will bye tonight, so I'm sure they're watching that Thomas Jefferson-McKeesport game. But you could end up having Bell Vernon and McKeesport, 2 undefeated teams in the conference, meeting for the conference title next week in the Big 8.
Yeah, it's almost like the SEC. You got Alabama and Georgia going at each other, but they're all the heavyweights going there, and those are, I was out of town for that TJ game, and they're always good. And Bell Vernon, we saw, they were terrific. That kid that they got running the ball, he's just really, really fast. And McKeesport, very impressed, Brian, with the way they manhandled the Mustangs, especially the defense was big, fast, and really kept Gallagher from getting anywhere out in space. So they did a good job, and they're a big football team. So it should be a lot of fun.
We're just about ready for the second half here. The Mustangs will work right to left as we describe it. And again, they'll get the football as Tush will kick it off here for the Trinity Hillers. They'll go back to the 10-yard line here on the return for Laurel Highlands. And it's Rodney Gallagher with it. And Rod will get run out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. And that's where Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10. Remember that last Laurel Highlands touchdown drive, Steve? The Mustangs went 90 yards. And, of course, 75 of those 90. Courtesy of Rodney Gallagher on a 75-yard TD scam.
Yeah, that's what he does. He gets out there and runs away from people, and he's doing a good job of that tonight. And you got to think in the Hillers locker room, they have to be thinking, okay, you cannot let him get away from the middle of the field to keep him bottled in. But that's easier said than done.
Again, if you're just joining us, Gallagher 8 carries, 163 yards, and 3 touchdowns in that first half for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs lead it by 5. Their opening play of the third quarter comes your way from the 28-yard line. A little play fake there from Rod, looking to run here between the tackles and gets 3, maybe 4 up to the 32 to bring up 2nd down and 6. Just adding to that running total tonight.
What were those scores? I wonder if Tony's got the touchdown scores. How long were they? I know one was 70
I have them right here,
yards.
Steve. The Gallagher runs were 23, 1, and 75.
Yeah.
Dorig's run for Trinity, a 7-yard run. And then they had the 68-yard pass, Roberts to Hendricks, for the second Hillers touchdown of that first half. Mustangs now a 2nd and 6 from their own 32. Rod out of the shotgun, designed to run the entire way and slipped on the cut back of the 28. And he's back to the original line of scrimmage, losing the 4 he gained on first down. And it's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that was an odd-looking play there. He looked like he was going to try to cut it back, and his feet went out from under. It almost looked like a quarterback trying to set up for a ball in the middle of the field for a field goal attempt, but obviously a little too far away for Radcliffe. He's got a big leg, but I don't think he's got one that big.
Mustangs have yet to punt in this game. 3rd and 10 here, and they'll go empty from the 28-yard line. Trips to the far side, twins to the near side. And Gallagher awaiting the snap. He'll take it here. He'll look to throw far side. High pass brought down for a moment, then falling incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver, Keandre to Shields. And they'll bring up 4th down and 10.
Yeah, big hit there. It kind of cracked gave him a little whiplash hit there, and he was not able to hold on. Even if he does hold on, it would have been about a 4th and 4. And you wonder if Coach Colasar would have had the guts to go for it from the 35-yard line. Probably not.
Big stop for the Hillers on the Mustangs' opening drive of the third quarter as they trail by 5. And you have Andrew Dorig back at the 40-yard line for Trinity. And the Mustangs punter there, Ben Diamond, standing back at the 12-yard line. High snap coming back. Diamond trying to get it away, and it's blocked. Blocked on the far side. Hillers will try to scoop it up. It's a scoop and score for a Trinity touchdown.
Yeah. We always talk about, Brian, punting in high school football. We talked about it earlier. It's a dangerous proposition. And that time the snap went high, and he did a good job of corralling it in.
Did we see who recovered that?
No. We'll get a number hopefully here in a minute, but
so Trinity now on top of Laurel Highlands 20-19. It was recovered by Dominic DeRubo. So DeRubo with the touchdown.
Yeah, the punter from Laurel Highlands did a good job of fielding it.
They're going to go for 2 here, Steve, up 1 at 20-19.
Tried the rugby style kick it to get it away, and it looked like, I thought he was going to get it away. It was really close, but they came in and blocked it. It went behind him, and the Hillers fall on it. Big play for the Trinity Hillers.
I know if Roberts under center going empty here, and a little quick screen far side, and they'll get in. That one went to Stevie Stewart for the 2-point try to put the Hillers on top, 22-19. 10:20 left here in the third. Trinity now in the lead by 3, and we're back at 60 from the C.R. Barada Group High School Sports Night.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Hello, Fayette County. My name is Tracy Alvargo, and I am your incumbent candidate in the upcoming election. I am honored and privileged to have been elected in 2017 as the Fayette County Recorder of Deeds, and so blessed to have worked in that same office for 30 years. With my qualifications, dedication, and hands-on experience, I have the ability both effectively and efficiently to move the office forward for the citizens of Fayette County. I kindly ask that you vote for me, Tracy Alvargo, for Fayette County Recorder of Deeds on November 2nd. Thank you and God bless.
Paid for by the candidate.
Back and forth game tonight at Trinity. Hillers in the lead, 22-19. Kickoff into the end zone for a touchback. It was Luke Laycock that blocked the punt there for Trinity. The punt of Ben Diamond. It was recovered by Dominic DeRubo on the scoop and score for a touchdown. 2-point conversion good, and it's 22-19. Hillers over the Mustangs to the 10-20 mark of the third quarter.
Well, we talk about it a lot, Brian, that punting in high school football is just dangerous. I mean, you got to have a kid that can catch the snap if you get a good snap. That time they didn't. And then you got to have guys block for you. And then, if all that works, then you got to have a kid that can kick it down the field. So there's a lot of things that got to happen. At this skill level, it's tough, and sometimes I wonder if you're better off just going for it, especially if you're anywhere past the 30-yard line.
That's Hooper there on the jet sweep for Laurel Highlands, and to Jai Hooper, a nice run close to a Mustang first down, right around the 30-yard line. See where they mark him down at, I think just shy of the 30 at the 29, so a 9-yard. Actually goes a pass there. It was a forward pitch there from Gallagher to Hooper. So a 9-yard pickup to bring up 2nd down and 1. And for the Mustangs, certainly nice to get Hooper back in the lineup. Mentioned no Jaden Pratt tonight, no DeMonte Kiss. And of course, you're also without your top 2 running backs, and they're not getting Allen back at all this season. Not sure about Wilson's status the rest of the way. 2nd and 1 now from the 29. Snap comes back to Gallagher, and Rod trying to turn the corner on the far side, run out of bounds, but has the first down. Needed just 1. Got 3, maybe 4, run out of bounds right around the 33-yard line.
Well, the Mustangs need this. They needed some kind of drive or another big play from Gallagher, but they at least need to keep the football. That's got to shake up things on the sideline. Everyone's got to be a little bit shocked there to have that punt blocked for a score.
And again, you really can't put all that on Kujar. The snap coming back really threw everything off as far as timing was concerned. And really put, Diamond. It really put Diamond in a bad spot.
Oh, yeah, no, Diamond, he did good just to field it.
Jet sweep here again for Laurel Highlands on the near side, and that time Ryan Pyro brought down behind the line of scrimmage back at the 30-yard line for a 2-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, that snap came back. It looked like a high arching slow pitch softball pitch, but when he had to go backwards to catch it, and he did, and he kind of ran to his right and tried to kick it, and like I said, looked like he was going to get it off, but the Hillers came in and just barely blocked it, but they blocked it good enough to make it go backwards. And again, just dangerous. It's punting in high school football. We can say it all the time. It's just it's an adventure.
2nd and 12 now, back at the Laurel Highlands 30-yard line. Rod back out of the gun, 3 receivers, Twins to the far side, takes the snap, hangs in the pocket, looking middle, the pass is juggled and almost intercepted. Joe Chambers was the intended wide receiver for Laurel Highlands, and no surprise there for Trinity on the defensive play. Braden May, number 26, who's done a nice job defensively tonight for the Hillers.
Well, that was number 4 that was on the coverage, and he tipped it, or actually he had good coverage. That's DeRubo, and he had good coverage on Chambers. Chambers trying to dive and make a one-handed catch going towards the goal line, and tipped the ball up in the air.
And May almost picked it up.
May almost came in there and scooped it.
Remember, it was DeRubo that scored on the scoop and score, the block punt. Quads now to the right on this 3rd and 12 as Rod takes the snap. Again, hangs in the pocket, looks here on the near side now, pulls it down, looks to run, and Rod with a nice scamper, and he's going to be run out of bounds right around the 40-yard line, needed the 42 for a first down. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2. I think you have to go for it here.
Well, yes, I think you do. I can't believe if they're going to, they can't punt.
Not after what happened earlier. And you just go back, Steve, the punting's been an issue over the last 3 to 4 game stretch for Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, well, the snaps just come back. It's just inconsistent. And, you got a kid like Gallagher. Even if you let Gallagher go in a shotgun and punt, drop back an extra couple yards and you can just scoot one down the field if you wanted to do that. But,
4th and 2. You have Keandre and Roberts, single coverage on the far side. They'll bring Joe Chambers in motion under center, and Joe's going to pitch it back here to Rod. And Rod with some blockers has the first down and more. And look out here, Rod's loose again. Inside the 40, foot race again, down the far sideline, and Rod's going to win it. Into the house as Laurel Highlands once again takes the lead back in this game with a Rodney Gallagher touchdown run on a 4th and 2. Wow.
Yeah, odd that they would have Chambers go under center and then pitch it to him. Why not just pitch it right to Gallagher on the snap? But they did created enough confusion, and Gallagher off the right side broke a tackle, and once he gets out in space, he's gone, and it's a big play for the Mustangs.
4th touchdown of the night for Rod. That one went as a 58-yard run.
Big kick here.
Here at the 8:27 mark of the 3rd quarter. Now Radcliffe for the extra point. Laurel Highlands up 3. This will make the lead at 4, and it's good. So Rodney Gallagher, 4 touchdowns in this game, and the Mustangs back in the lead at 25-22. 8:27 left here in the 3rd, and we're back. Check that, 26-22.
Yep.
After they made extra points, Laurel Highlands a 4-point lead, and we're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Casey Sports Cafe, owned by the Vernon family, is located on South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Casey's has reopened for dine-in services with new hours, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Meals are home cooked and range from a variety of steaks, chicken and veal parmesan, liver and onions, along with appetizers, salads, wings, and sandwiches. Casey's offers free delivery in the Uniontown area with purchases of $10 or more. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey Sports Cafe.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Lots of big plays here tonight. Luke Laycock on the kick return for Trinity. Takes it down to the 32-yard line, but Laurel Highlands back in the lead now at 26-22. 4 touchdown runs from Rodney Gallagher tonight, the latest a 58-yard score. Capping off a 7-play, 80-yard drive that took 1:53 off the clock. Touchdown occurring at the 8:27 mark of the 3rd. Radcliffe adding the extra point. Now the Mustangs on top, 26-22. Rod now for the night, 13 carries for 237 yards to go along with those 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, 58-yard touchdown, and that was on 4th and 2.
Correct.
So that's a backbreaker for Trinity.
Now Roberts and the Hillers going back to work as Roberts out of the pistol set. Pitches back there to Dorg on the far side, and Dorg looking for a big run. He has a first down and more with a nice cut back into Mustang territory. Ran over Leland Layhew, and he just gets tripped up right around the 15-yard line. Wow! What an answer back for the Hillers. And now they're threatening.
Is that Hooper on the tackle?
I think Hooper brought him down by the shoestrings.
Good hustle by Hooper to not give up on the play. He was running away from people, and Hooper caught him from behind, tripped him up by the shoelaces.
That one is a 53-yard run there for Dorig. And the Hillers now down 4 threatening with 7:37 left here in the third. And we talked about, Steve, last couple of years, games close between these two schools. And we have another one right on our hands here tonight. Third quarter, Hillers down 6, triple right formation. Roberts looking to put it up, hangs in the pocket, has time, throws middle of the end zone, and it's caught for a Trinity touchdown. And the Hillers back in the lead. That one went to Luke Laycock.
Well, just a good job by Roberts to kind of drift left of the pocket, wait, had good protection, and was able to find Laycock in the end zone. Now Hillers go up 2, so they'll probably kick to get up 3.
28-26 Trinity. And now the extra point was blocked there from the Hillers.
Yep.
As Tush had it blocked, so the Trinity lead now down to 2.
All kind of
at 28-26
for both teams.
You'll have that with a misty rain falling here tonight. 7:20 left here in the third. Trinity 28, Laurel Highlands 26. We're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at 200 Chevy East. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $289 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevyeast.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease is through GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly, with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is for cash title fees and for payment. Sale ends November 1st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-668-2231.
With branches in Markleysburg, Connellsville, Hopwood, Uniontown, and Perryopolis, Somerset Trust Company is truly Fayette County's community bank. We invite you to stop by and experience the Somerset Trust Company difference. Local decision-making, convenient locations, extended hours, award-winning online and mobile banking, and more. Somerset Trust Company, community banking worth talking about. Branches and ATMs throughout Fayette County.
And we have to thank the Somerset Trust Company and the Catholic War Vets Post 1669 in Hopwood for sponsoring our live video stream tonight. The Trinity Hillers now a 28-26 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and Tush will send it deep back to the 3-yard line. Here's Gallagher on another kick return for Laurel Highlands. A little cut back, far side, takes it across the 25, down to the 27-yard line. Lots of big plays tonight, Steve. That last drive, you had the big run there from Dorig, which set up the touchdown pass. Only a 2-play, 67-yard drive. Took 59 seconds off the clock. Extra point blocked, and the Hillers go on top 28-26. Dorig now with 14 carries for 150 yards in this game for Trinity. And the Mustangs start this drive from their own 25-yard line. Ball on the far hash mark.
It's still 7 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the third quarter. So a lot of big plays.
We've had 3 touchdowns already here in this quarter in the opening 5 minutes. And the Mustangs with an inside handoff to Dan Carney. And Carney breaking a couple of tackles. Nice run there from Dan Carney, taking it down to the 40-yard line. 15-yard run for Carney. He came into the game, Steve, just 28 carries, 47 yards. That could be his longest run from scrimmage all year.
Yeah, good job right up the middle. They're expecting the ball to go to the outside. Then one of the receivers with Hooper or DeShields or Chambers out there, or maybe Gallagher running, they slip Carney right up the middle.
Mustangs spread it out again, trips to the near side. A little play fake, and Rod slips on the play, and he'll lose a couple.
Well, that's the second time he slipped on the turf. About the same spot on the field.
Correct. About a 3-yard loss on the play to bring up second down and 13.
That was a read option play. He stuck the ball right in the center of the jersey of Carney and was pulling it out, try to run up the middle, and just slipped and fell. Not much there anyway.
These are the type of games, Steve, that make high school football Fridays a lot of fun. Back and forth action. Laurel, Highlands, and Trinity tonight in Washington County.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten many of these over the years, the last couple of years, so this is fun.
There's a little pitch forward again going to Hooper, who turns the corner here on the near side, lowers the shoulder, and he'll get brought down after a minimal gain. 3, maybe 4 there up to the 40-yard line. Not much going on here on the near side. I'll bring up 3rd down and 9 here for Laurel Highlands as the Mustangs trail by 2 midway stages of this 3rd quarter. Have to think, Steve, again, 4-down territory. It's going to be hard to trust the special teams punting game again.
Anytime past the 30, I'm going for it, unless it's like 3rd and 50 or something, but or 4th and 50. But you got to figure, and as a play caller now, you got to think you got 2 downs to try to get it. So
4-down territory.
Yeah.
3rd and 9. Hooper again comes in motion, and
We
Trinity jumped off sides.
They
Should have
didn't
been
call
called. There was contact there at the line, not called. And Rod takes the snap. He's in trouble trying to get out of it. And look out here again. Rod's loose. A 1st down and more down the near sideline. And a late hit there out of bounds by Hello at the 38-yard line. It draws the flag.
And a good job by Chambers not to block. He was coming in. He could have got a big hit on a runner coming down. And that would have been one of those unsportsmanlike blocks, with a defenseless player or something like that. He would have. He could have cracked him pretty good, but he realized, 1, it wasn't going to do any good, and 2, did not want to take the penalty. So Chambers was a heady play there.
That tacks another 15 on. They ruled Gallagher out of bounds right around the 33-yard line, and they'll mark it off from there.
Why are they going back to the...
I guess they marked him out at the 38. That was a little farther down the field than that.
The other official had him at the 32. I don't know what's going on.
They marked it on from the 38 down to the 23, but I thought the line of scrimmage was closer to the 32 or 33.
Correct.
So not sure what was going on there. So Mustangs might have lost 5 yards there on the penalty.
Yeah, 15-yard penalty turned into a 5-yard penalty.
Gallagher now sending Yurchik in motion to the far side. A line up in the slot right as Rod takes the snap. Pulls it down, run the entire way. As Carney out in front blocking, and Rod stumbles over the right side, getting 3, close to the 20-yard line to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Well, the Hillers have to be going crazy because they figure, okay, they're playing some pretty good football, but then Gallagher, every time they turn around, Gallagher, when they think they have him, he just busts out of there for a big play. And that last one, that play he was dropping back to pass, and I don't think he had any intention of throwing it. He kind of let all the traffic come to the middle of the field, then he slipped out, broke 1 tackle, and he's got all kind of room down the left sideline.
That's why he has all those Division I offers. 2nd and 7 here for Laurel Highlands. Gallagher, a little play fake, run again inside the 15, and he'll get run out of bounds just shy of the 10-yard line. Does have enough for a 1st down. Picks up 10 yards, only needed 7. And the Mustangs will have a 1st and 10 here from about the 11-yard line. Actually, no, they have that spotted closer to the 10, so it'll be a 1st and goal. 1st and goal now for the Mustangs.
That's the toughest 10 yards of football.
Again, Laurel Highlands down 2 at 28-26. 3 touchdowns scored here in this 3rd quarter. 2 for the Hillers, 1 for the Mustangs, who led 19-14 at halftime. So 1st and goal here from the 10. Gallagher again out of the shotgun, and the snap comes back. Now the play is going to get whistled down, and this will be a false start.
Well, I don't know why they call a false start. If they snap it early and no one else moves, it's just a live ball. You know what I mean?
I agree.
If the center snaps it and no one else moves, it's just a live football. So probably good for the Mustangs because now it's 1st and 15 instead of 2nd and 15 because Gallagher would have had to fall on that ball. He wasn't ready for it.
We saw that earlier as well, though, on the Trinity side. Similar situation where a snap came back and they called it back on a false start. So now 1st and goal from the 15. Mustangs get reset again. Double tights here on the line as Rod takes the snap again. Run the entire way. Rod inside the 10, inside the 5, gets down to the 4-yard line. An 11-yard run on 1st and goal from the 15 sets up 2nd and goal from the 4.
Another odd spot. It looked like he dove to the 2, and they.
No, I thought he was down at the 4.
I thought he was down by at least the 3 or the 2, but
I'm watching the replay here on the monitor. I think the 4 was a good spot. Nonetheless, let's do it again, Laurel Highlands. 2nd and goal from the 4. Getting Carney to the left of Gallagher. Wide out to each side. Rod takes the snap and a little jump pass into the end zone for a touchdown. So the little jump pass. And on the reception, I think that was Caden Friel, the tight end. Yes, it was.
Yeah, the big guy, Friel.
6'3", 230 pounds, Caden Friel on the receiving end of the jump pass, and Laurel Highlands back in the lead at 32-28 with 3:36 left here in the 3rd.
Yeah, Friel jumped way up in the air. Coach Hogger ought to get that kid on the basketball court.
So Rodney Gallagher, 4 touchdown runs. Let's add a touchdown pass. And Caden Friel has his first touchdown reception of the season as Harry Radcliffe adds the extra point. 33-28. Laurel Highlands over Trinity. 3:36 left here in the 3rd. And we're back in 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 58th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They will gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they will work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it is the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 58 years. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair LLC. Proud to support local high school sports.
Laurel Highlands now leading Trinity 33-28. Ronnie Gallagher, 4-yard jump pass, touchdown to Caden Friel. Kept off an 8-play, 75-yard drive that took 3:49 off the clock. And on the return here for Trinity, it's Laycock taking it back to the 32-yard line with a few extracurriculars. No flags, and Trinity will start another drive. Might be first team to 50 tonight. Steve wins this one. The way it's going.
A lot of points.
Yes. And 4 touchdowns already here in the 3rd quarter. Still 3:28 left here in the 3rd. Hillers start this drive at their own 33-yard line on the near hash mark. As Roberts again runs over to the near side, gets the play back in the huddle.
I tell you, watching this tonight and watching the Mustangs offensively, it just makes you realize how good McKeesport was on the defense.
And McKeesport and TJ in that back and forth game tonight. Roberts here out of the pistol. Handoff going back to Dorig. And Dorig, another nice few cutbacks here and breaks it out to the far side. Dorig into Mustang territory inside the 45-40. Actually, no, they're going to rule him down here at the 43. But Dorig there, Steve, picking up another 24 yards. And the Hillers have it in Mustang territory. And Dorig now for the game. 15 carries for 174 yards. Another 1st and 10 here for Trinity. Hillers now trail by 5 at 33-28.
I can tell you, it's not getting any warmer out there.
No.
It's a little chill in here now.
Still a light sprinkle. Another pitch coming back to Dorig here on the near side. Inside the 40, 35. Dorig carrying along about 3 or 4 Mustangs down to the 30-yard line. Another 13-yard run for Dorig and another Trinity first down. Tough to get a stop on either side tonight. Ran in first to Keandre DeShields, and it took a pack of Mustangs to bring Dorig down. Might have an injury timeout here. I think that's Dorig that's down, Steve. Remember, he was getting attended to back in the first half as well.
Looking at his knee or his ankle. Right.
So an injury stoppage brought to you by UPMC Centers for Rehab Services, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive, or call 724-437-7500. The Centers for Rehab Services. Relief is closer than you think. With Dorig down, it's Laurel Highlands 33, Trinity 28, 2:26 left here in the 3rd. We're back in 30 seconds on WMBS. know. And I would use different units, different phones.
Kurt Matthews.
Paid for by the Friends to re-elect Kurt Matthews.
And we're back here
Good
at
afternoon.
Trinity High School. Brian
Good
Rozak
afternoon.
along with
I'm
Steve
Mackenzie.
Super.
And I'm Cameron.
We're here to tell you about our youth group.
Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown, we sing songs, play games, and learn about the Bible.
We also have special activities throughout the year, such as video game parties, Nerf night, horseback riding, and bowling, along with much more.
The fun starts at 5:30.
Join us for a great time of food, fun, and fellowship.
Youth group every Thursday at Trinity Presbyterian Church.
After the Doric injury, Laycock getting the carry there for Trinity. Picked up 4 to bring up 2nd down and 6. Any update down there on Doric, Steve? Looks like he's getting attended to. He's actually has his back on the ground now as the trainer's looking at him. A 2nd and 6 now, line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 26, and this time it's Hunter Strickland, the fullback, and Strickland takes it down inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. So Strickland a 20-yard run there, setting up a 1st and goal here for Trinity. They have a lot of weapons.
Yep, just a little buck counter there. The pulling guard came out, and that Strickland went right in the hole where it was. Everybody cleared the area, and they slipped him right in there.
A 1st and goal from the Laurel Highlands 6-yard line. Mustangs up 33-28. 1:04 left here in the 3rd. As the Hillers look to go back on top. Twins to the far side. Roberts under center. Handoff going here on the near side with blockers out in front. That's Laycock into the end zone for a Trinity touchdown from 6 yards out. Luke Laycock, the 5'10", 145 sophomore, has Trinity back in the lead at 34-33. You'd have to think the Hillers will go for 2 here.
You would think. Getting up by 2 is not going to help a lot.
Not much defense here tonight, Steve.
So let's see where they line up. Now they could put the ball on either hash if they want.
They're going to go for 2, trying to go up by 3. And 54 seconds left here in the 3rd.
Oh, heater just came back on again.
Players probably wish they have that on the sidelines tonight. Here we go here. Hillers break the huddle. And Laycock now to the right of Roberts. Roberts out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to look to run. He'll try a jump pass of his own into the end zone. It was intercepted. Hooper picked it off. And again, Laurel Highlands cannot run it back. Just a dead try. And it'll be 34-33 Trinity after the try is no good with 54 seconds left here in the 3rd. And we're back in 60 here on the CR Barada Group High School Sports Night.
October's truck month at Thurby's Riverside Ford. This is the time and this is the place. The best-selling truck on the planet for 44 years. With truck month incentives, get 0% Ford credit financing for 72 months on new 2021 Ford F-150s in stock. Ford F-150, the toughest truck for the toughest jobs. During truck month, take advantage of 1.9% Ford credit financing plus $500 Ford factory incentives on all new 2021 Ford Ranger, Bronco, Sport, Explorer, and Edge. Come and experience your presidential award-winning dealer, Thurby's Riverside Ford, 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino. Approved Ford Motor Credit financing required. Offer ends October 31st, 2021. See Sammy, Ashley, Jimmy, or Joey.
Luke Laycock, a 6-yard touchdown run for Trinity, capping off a 6-play, 67-yard drive. Took 2:36 off the clock. Pass failed on the conversion. And it's Trinity 34, Laurel Highlands 33. It's Laurel Highlands' turn to go back to work. Now the kick return, Gallagher from the 6-yard line on the far side, right out of bounds. See where they rule him out. At the 23-yard lines where the Mustangs will start 1st and 10. A couple of our Facebook friends here, Steve, saying defense optional tonight. Certainly been the case.
Good offense.
Yes,
Brian.
good offense tonight.
Good plays.
We've had 5 touchdowns here in the 3rd quarter.
They're pushing the Mustangs back.
That's going to be from the 23. Mustangs break the huddle. Gallagher's accounted for 5 touchdowns for Laurel Highlands, 4 on the ground, 1 in the air. Triple left set here for the Mustangs. 49 seconds left here in the third. Screen near side goes to Hooper. Hooper at the 20. Cuts back at the 25. Hooper up the field at the 30, up to the 32-yard line. Gain of 9. Bring up second down and 1.
And finally, this quarter is going to end pretty soon with 33 seconds. They'll probably get one more play.
You would think.
Unless it's an incomplete pass and then, or an out of bounds or a penalty, but they'll...
Game clock and the play clock almost identical right now. Triple right set. Gallagher out of the gun. They'll probably snap it here. I think you have about an extra second on the play clock. Inside handoff going to Carney. And Carney fighting for yards. Gets enough for a Mustang first down across the 35 up to the 36-yard line. And that'll be the final play of an exciting third quarter that featured three Trinity touchdowns, 2 Mustang touchdowns, and now the Hillers in the lead at 34-33. We're back with a 4th and 60 seconds here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
The Roosters Roost, just off Morgantown Road on Francis Street near the Uniontown Shopping Center in the old Eddie's Tavern location. Pizza, wings, chicken, pasta, salads, hoagies, sides, and more. It's all at the Roosters Roost. Dine in or take out. Phone 724-320-2244 or order online at theroostersroost.com. Stop in the Roosters Roost today. When it comes to protecting all your stuff, wouldn't it be great to have one place that protects it all? Here's some good news. Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Flaho is the only insurance agent you need to help keep tabs on protection for all your stuff. Everything from your home, car, and boat to your motorcycle, snowmobile, and ATV. Stop by Allstate agent Russ Flaho's office today on Lebanon Avenue. Are you in good hands? Subject to terms, conditions, availability, Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates.
Back here at Trinity, Hillers 34, Mustangs 33. Start of the fourth quarter. Brian Morozak along with Steve Superick, Tony Hanola, and Billy Dice tonight. Dice behind the camera, Tony keeping stats. Steve to my left, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
Billy should be wide awake. I saw him this morning with a couple energy drinks in his hand.
He knew it was going to be a long day. Figured to have a lot of touchdowns scored here tonight. Opening play of this fourth quarter. Mustangs working left to right. Rod looking to put it up, and he'll throw it down the far side, and that pass is hauled in by Joe Chambers down to the 36-yard line.
If he throws a little bit farther down the field, Chambers scores, but Chambers did a good job. Looked like he might have bobbled that a little bit. Came back for the football, and the Mustangs, I mean, this is just like a heavyweight fight, Brian. Every one team scores, the next team comes back. This is like a 7-8 year ago Big 12 game.
That was a 28-yard gain there. Gallagher to Chambers sets the Mustangs up at the Trinity 36-yard line. Yorchik comes in motion. Snap goes back to Rod. They're at him in the backfield. See if he can get out of it. Not this time.
Oh, that's a late
Maybe
hit.
Got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain to bring up second down and 10.
That's Banco. Jace Banco came in, led with his helmet. I'm surprised they didn't call that. It was pretty late, but the officials have made some odd calls tonight, both ways. I mean,
yes.
The Mustangs have gotten the benefit a few times as well, so you can't really say that it's been one-sided.
And Tony tells me Gallagher 19 carries for 281 yards in this game.
With a whole quarter to go.
Correct. Keandre comes in motion to the far side. As Rod takes the snap. Inside handoff going back to Carney, who gets plugged up that time. Good defense.
And number 72.
Aiden Davis, I believe there, Steve. I don't have a 72. I have a 73 there.
I think that's 72.
Actually, that was Braden Hellkamp. They had a last-minute number switch there.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Hellkamp, 72, made the stop.
Big kid. Look at him. He's just coming off now.
They have him listed 6'5", 205.
Yeah.
Originally was listed at number 61.
All those yards for Gallagher.
60 or 72
Normally at this point in the game, he has that many yards, he's coming out. But
correct. Not a 34-33 game. 3rd and 11 here. Big play. Rod in the pocket, looks deep middle, and has a man for a first down at the 18-yard line.
Chambers.
Sliding catch again, Joe Chambers, his second big grab on this drive, picking up a Laurel Highlands first down. That's a 19-yard gain.
You know, I saw Mookie John this week, played a few holes of golf with him, and talking about Chambers and what a good quarterback he was. But I told Mook, I said, you know, he was a great quarterback, and he got the ball to Gallagher, but he is a really good receiver, and that's two good catches there on this drive.
Great pitcher as well, Steve.
Yeah.
Had a perfect game this past spring for the Mustang baseball team. So 1st and 10 now for Laurel Highlands from the Trinity 18. Screen far side. This one going to Matt Lucas. Lucas inside the 10, inside the 5, and he dives into the end zone. Are they going to rule his foot was out? Yes, they're going to say the foot was out at the 4-yard line. Still goes as a 14-yard pickup and a Mustang first down.
Wow.
Lucas, a big Mustang soccer
Mark
star.
him on the 3.
They'll be back at it tomorrow, first round of the WPIAL playoffs. The Laurel Highlands soccer team playing a match at Moon tomorrow.
That's pretty amazing. Normally you see those kids that play soccer on the football team, they're just there to kick or punt, but that kid, he plays all over the field.
They're going to need him tomorrow as well against Moon in that first round WPIAL playoff game. Direct snap coming back to Rod, reaches for the goal line, and he's in for his 5th rushing touchdown of the night from 4 yards out. Now Laurel Highlands back in the lead at 39-34.
Yeah, that ball was spotted on the 3, Brian, but that's a 3-yarder. So Gallagher.
5 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown tonight.
Piling up the yards, and now let's do my math here, 39-34.
Go for 2.
Got to go for 2.
And they are.
And this is big here because
makes it a 7-point game with 9:09 left in regulation. Rod with Carney to his right takes the snap. Just going to lob it up. Jump ball far side, broken up on the pass that was intended for Keandre DeShields in the backcourt.
I don't like when the pros do that. That's just not
go
even,
for the run.
Yeah, that's not even 50-50. You got Gallagher that can run away from people.
It was broken up there by Connor Roberts. So 9:09 left here in the 4th. Mustangs up 5. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
COVID-19 vaccines teach your body to recognize and fight the COVID virus. You can get this vaccine at no cost to you at Peachin Pharmacy in Connellsville. Schedule online, by phone, or just walk in. Help protect yourself and your loved ones. When you are ready, get your vaccine at Peachin Pharmacy. Visit peachinpharmacy.com for more information.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Mustangs to kick it off again. Harry Radcliffe will send it deep. And on the far side of the 11-yard line. This is Laycock on the return across the 25 and get pulled down at the 30-yard line. We talked about the big game that Gallagher has here on the ground so far tonight, Steve, and we have Gallagher so far rushing tonight with 16 carries. No, check that. 20 carries for 285 yards. You might think, boy, it has to be close to the all-time school record. It's not. My statistician, Tony Hanola, tells me Jimmy Smith, 427 yards against Penn Trafford, the all-time Mustang rushing record.
That's a lot of yards.
Yes. Still has a little while to go. But this one not over yet, Steve. 9:01 left here in the 4th, but it's Trinity's time. And their turn with the football. They'll start this drive at the Laurel Highlands 30-yard line. Roberts under center. 2 eye backs, twin receivers to the near side. Handoff going to Dorig up the middle. Gets across the 35 up to the 36-yard line. Now bring up 2nd down and 3.
It's almost like playing a video game watching.
Yeah,
you gotta, I mean, like you gotta, like if you're playing, either guy can score every time. You're not going to punt. So now the Hillers almost have to try to time it up to either score quick. So when the Mustangs score, they got a chance to go back ahead or score have one of those 8-minute drives.
Another pitch going back to Dorick here on the near side. Ran into Hooper, but still came forward and should have enough here for a first down. Needed 3, got just that, and that'll move the sticks again with 8:20 left here in the fourth quarter. I have to say hello to our buddy Big George listening in Delaware again tonight, Steve. Hello to
George.
Yes, Big George. And also Mookie John says Jimmy the Jet was special. Number 2 ranked running back in the country behind Robert Smith, who went to The Ohio State University. Good stuff there.
What's the Ohio State, you mean?
The Ohio State University.
The Ohio State. Oh, man. Fancy.
From the Trinity 40-yard line, Roberts a little fumble of the snack, juggles, regains, and look out here. Roberts will have a first down in a Mustang territory down on the 49-yard line.
Right, we got
So what could have been a fumble, Steve, ended up being an 11-yard run there for Roberts.
Yeah, Ferentz is going to come off. He got a little dinged up. But Brian, I was going to say 7:35 and counting now, first down. So you got to look at the clock if you're the Hillers. So you got to either score quickly. So if the Mustangs go back and score, you have time, or you got to take off all the time here. So you got to do one or the other. And of course,
7:20 is a lot of time to take off, though.
Well, they did it in the first drive of the game, but they got to take off, a lot, or like I said, score quick.
From the Mustang 49, another little juggle there, and Trinity going the wrong way as on the exchange there from Roberts to Dorick. Dorick almost fumbled the football, and they lost 3 back to the Trinity 48. Wait a minute, a 4-yard loss back to the 47 here, depending on the spot.
Yeah, that was number 50. Is that Wallace?
That would be A.J. Sumter again. He's played a nice game defensively.
I apologize. The roster is about 10 feet away from me.
Yeah, we're packed in here. Yeah. Billy, Steve, Tony, and myself, probably closer than we've all been together in quite some time. But no complaints. We're chumming up tonight. Yeah. Second and 13 now from the Trinity 47.
They're not worried about social distancing.
No, not in this press box.
In this press box. There's 40 people in here, and there should be about 10.
Little play fake. This one's going to go again to Dorick, and Dorick into Mustang territory inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line. That's going to set up, Steve, a big 3rd and 5 here for Trinity. That was about a 9-yard run.
Dorick has to come out of the game. That's big. His helmet came off. Yeah, lost his hat.
Did you take a timeout here? Keep him in?
I would not. I'd save him because you might need him later. And that, the running back, he's done a good job when he's been in there.
Dorick, 20 carries, 203 yards. By the way, McKeesport up 35-21 on Thomas Jefferson.
See, they're taking a lot of time here, Brian. I think they're trying to, now they reset the play clock. Why would they reset the play clock?
They're at home.
Yeah, that is unbelievable. It was down to 10, and they went to 25.
I don't know why they rewound it. And now timeout will be taken. Timeout will be taken here by the Trinity bench. So we'll step aside for a quick 30. 5:46 left here in the fourth. Mustangs 39, Hillers 34. Buckle up for the finish. We're back in 30 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at C. Harper Chevy. Our customers can drive away in a new 2021 Chevy Equinox for only $289 a month. Security deposit waived. Stop in for a test drive or visit CHarperChevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. Lease to GMF for well-qualified individuals, 24 months at 10,000 miles yearly with $3,000 cash rate equity down with GM Lease Loyalty or GM Lease Conquest. Security deposit waived. Payment is plus tax, title fees, and first payment. Sale ends November 1st, 2021. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
5:46 left here in the fourth, and we did get clarification. The play clock was reset from down on the field.
Yeah, because the helmet came off, so they gave him an extra time. And now they call timeout so they can bring Dorick back in the game.
Correct. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Mustangs still have their full complement of 3.
And they may need that timeout later. Just depends on, now, like I said, now you're getting into 5 minutes and change here, 5:46. So if you can somehow, even if you score less than 2-3 minutes left, that puts the Mustangs in a really tough spot.
4 down territory. It's 3rd down and 5 from the Mustang 44. Roberts out of the pistol set. Handoff going here on the near side to Laycock, and he gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The Mustangs leading tackler on the defensive side, Dan Carney, with a tackle for a loss there for Laurel Highlands to bring up 4th down.
And Dorick was out of the game. Wonder why he came out.
You could have brought him back in after the timeout.
You called a timeout. You could have brought him back in. And
here we go, 4th down.
Big play. Now this is huge if the Mustangs can stop him here.
4th and a long 5. They're taking a lot of time. Play clock down to 14. Roberts just making his way back into the huddle. Play clock now under 10.
You cannot afford to waste another timeout now.
Down to 5, down to 4, down to 3. Out of the pistol set, down to 2, and they just get it off. Pitch going back here to Dorg again, and Dorg cuts up the field, dives forward. It's going to be close, but it looks like he does have enough for a Trinity first down, and it wasn't by much.
They're going to mark it right on the line. That may be a measurement. They're going to give
the mark there, Steve, was actually behind where they put the football, was behind where they initially came out where they were going to spot the ball.
From what I could see, it looked like a pretty good spot.
They say first down.
But what I'm looking at, they almost should have measured it because the yardstick was right on the 39, and that's where the ball is. So that could have been an inch or two either way, and they gave it to him.
Big fourth down conversion there. Dorg, another big run for Trinity tonight. Now from the Laurel Highlands 39-yard line, Roberts under center. 2 I-backs behind him. They're taking some time off the clock here, Steve.
Yeah, they're trying to score with
as late as possible.
Yeah, late as possible. They want to leave the Mustangs with not as much time. Look, that's what they're doing.
Still a dangerous proposition.
Well, I think it's a good strategy. You gotta figure you can't score with 4 minutes left. That's too much time for Gallagher.
Roberts going to the fullback. Strickland up the middle, and Strickland. Mustangs got the strip. They got the strip. The ball's loose. Which way is it going to go? They strip Strickland, waiting for a signal. It's going to be Trinity's football. Wow. It will go, though, as a 2, maybe 3 yard loss on the play.
It popped out of there like one of those toy can snakes that flew out of the can. It just popped straight up in the air and went backwards like 7 yards. He gained like 5 or 6 yards on the play, and now it's going to be 2nd and 12. So even though they don't get the ball, but it's a big play for the Mustangs.
With 3:37 left here in the fourth quarter. They reset the play clock again. It's at 26, so they have plenty of time here. 3:30 left here in the fourth. Now they have to convert here, Steve. 2nd and 13. Ended up being a 3 yard loss on the play. Here's Roberts back out of the pistol set, wide outs each side. Man coming in motion, that's Stevie Stewart. Handoff going to Dorg again. Another great cutback inside the 40-35. Keeps those legs churning down to the 30-yard line. Needed 13, got 12.
That's
It'll be third down and 1.
There. I think that's a good spot for the Mustangs.
Correct.
I thought he got over the 30.
They spotted back at the 31.
They mark it back at the 31. So that's a break for the Mustangs. That should have been probably 3rd and a foot, and now it's 3rd and 2. It looked like, to me, he fell across the 30.
He had 4 down territory. 2:36 left here in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 31-yard line. They're in tight, 2 I-backs, twin receivers to the near side. Roberts under center. Roberts QB sneak with a little surge inside the 30. He should be right at the sticks, depending on the spots.
He should be, but the official coming in, they're going to mark it really close. So it's going to be another one of those where they could measure. And let's see if they measure, they just say first down. They like to just give it to him.
They gave it to him.
Yeah.
They don't want to make those guys from the chains take it out on the field.
Yeah, I guess it's wet and the chain guys don't want to come out there. But no, it looked like he had it, but it's just, that close. You think they would measure, especially getting towards the end of the game. Now you got 2:15 left, so the Hillers are doing exactly what they want to do, but they still need to score, though.
Same formation, pitch going back to Dorg this time, and Dorg inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line, getting 6 to bring up 2nd down and 4 as we go under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Trinity down 6, Laurel Highlands 39, Trinity 34, but the Hillers driving.
Now, the Mustangs almost consider calling timeout a couple times to save some time, but when do you call them is the key.
And we started this drive, Steve, just to give some perspective here.
Mustangs are confused on defense, Brian. They got guys coming in and off the field.
Drive started at the 9:01 mark of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Stewart coming in motion, resets to the far side. Dorg on the run. Needs to turn the corner, tries a little cutback. And he got a nice little surge there. Yeah. You're right. Got 3 to bring up 3rd down and 1 with 1:20 now left here in the fourth
quarter. Looked like a loss of 4, and he turned it into a gain of a couple to get down to 3rd and 1. And again, if they get this first down, now they almost have to score as quick as possible because now they're getting under a minute.
1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1. Trinity 2 timeouts remaining. Two eye backs. Handoff going to Dorg again here on the near side. And Dorg with a flag on the play gets hit at the 20-yard line. He'll be about a yard short of the first down. We'll have to check the flag.
I thought initially that the receiver wasn't set before the snap. But then they ran the play, and he threw the flag so late that it has to be something besides that, because he should have thrown the flag at the snap for an illegal shift.
Now, do you accept the penalty here, Steve,
well,
or do you decline and make up a fourth down call?
It's an odd way to call that. He should have threw that flag right away.
No signal yet.
No signal yet, and Mustangs are going to take a 4th and
I think it's against Trinity because they're talking to Coach Colasar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, illegal shift. See, that doesn't make sense to me. It's almost like he saw that he wasn't going to get the first down, and he threw the flag to give another. That's just odd. That flag should have came out as soon as he snapped the ball.
Mustangs declined it.
Yeah, that's a danger. I think I'd take 3rd and 8 instead of 4th and 1, wouldn't you?
Maybe 4th and about 2. Now, who will take the timeout? Trinity's going to take the timeout. 52 seconds left. We'll step aside for a quick 30 and a 30-second timeout. 39-34 Mustangs. Hillers driving. Final minute. We're back in 30 here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Final minute here at Trinity tonight. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hillers with the football with a 4th and 2 upcoming. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 21.
Interesting decision for Coach Colasar there. Do you take a 3rd? It would have been 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, or 4th and 2. So
one play to decide it. Dorg's been money all night.
He's taking the 4th and 2. So he's gambling on his defense, and they don't even have Dorg
where's
in the
Dorg
game.
at?
Is he not in the game?
It's like Laycock is the back behind Roberts. I'm not seeing Dorg out there, and now you might have a motion penalty here before the snap.
They were going to throw a halfback toss.
Stevie Stewart moved early. Was a timeout taken? Timeout. Trinity just took their last timeout. So that'll be it for the Hillers. They're out of timeouts, 51 seconds left. They'll still have that 4th and 2 upcoming. We'll step aside for another quick 30-second timeout here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Night.
Lease Plumbing and Excavating, helping area residents with residential and commercial plumbing, gas, electric, and water lines, along with paving, concrete, and excavation site work for over 30 years. Building a new home, Lease does utility installation of water, gas, and sewage lines. Lease does maintenance work on all existing homes, too. Call 724-245-2950. That's 724-245-2950 for your quote. Lee's wishes all the area football teams good luck this season from Lee's Plumbing and Excavating.
Yeah.
Back here at Trinity High School, Steve Dorg getting attended to on the sidelines. He's a little gimpy down there. He's not going to be out here for this 4th and 2.
They're stretching him out. Maybe he's got cramps because they're reaching. Oh, look, yeah, that's a cramp. I know that feeling. He's cramping in his back of his left thigh. That's painful.
Game comes down to this. Watch for the QB sneak from Roberts. They bring Strickland in motion. Roberts under center, and it's going to be a little bootleg out to the near side. Mustangs read it well, and they'll scoop it up as Roberts try to play it back, and it went right into the hands of Billy Barton. And Barton will get it there for the Mustangs. Trinity, no timeouts remaining, and for the first time since 2015, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs will qualify for the WPIAL playoffs. Roberts just trying to make something out of nothing there, Steve. They tried a little naked boot here on the near side, and Laurel Highlands read it well defensively.
Well, he had to throw it like that because he had nothing to lose. He realized he wasn't going to get the first down, so he tried a miracle toss back, but just a tough break for the Hillers with Dorg going out with looked like a cramping situation, and now the Mustangs just going to go in victory formation. So big win for the Mustangs.
First winning season since 1996. First WPIAL playoff berth since 2015. They've never won a WPIAL playoff game in school history. And Gallagher will take a knee here. The Mustangs will play Uniontown in a non-conference game next week as a playoff tune-up. Trinity will play Ringgold, and that'll be pretty much a meaningless game next week to wrap up their season. So one final kneel down should do it here.
Yeah, what a great game. And then it was like Trinity did all the strategy, but the drive stalled. They took all the time off the clock.
Yeah, so the reason I don't like that, Steve, is you only give yourself one opportunity. If you try to score as quickly as you can, I think.
Well, I think they were trying to score. They were moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, I understand what they were trying to do there. The players coming out to shake hands, that'll do it.
You got your running back in there with cramps. So
yeah, that didn't help the cause either. So 39-34, your final score. The Mustangs snap a 3-game losing streak and qualify for the WPIAL playoffs with a huge win over Trinity tonight. We're back to tell you all about it on our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Robert Schiffbauer, working hard for the residents of South Union Township. We're back with that and more here on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Marietta, the Hillbilly. I'm running for Recorder of Deeds in Fayette County to restore honor and integrity to our government. I want to make our government accountable to the people who matter the most, the voters. It's time for government to start looking out for the interests of the people, not the interests of bureaucrats. I would appreciate your vote on November 2nd. Thank you, and God bless.
Paid for by John Marietta for We the People.
Mom Maruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mom Maruka's is family-owned and operated where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, subs, and wings. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 for indoor-outdoor dining and takeout. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club savings account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up, plus you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit firstfederalofgreene.com. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Chris Parker Jr., it's your 20th anniversary.
We're celebrating 20 years as your local Hyundai dealer and over 60 years in the car business. We are so grateful for our loyal customers. We appreciate their repeat business and referrals, as well as Hyundai's support.
Other than great vehicles, what else have you seen from Hyundai over the last 20 years?
One important thing is Hyundai's Hope on Wheels program. Hyundai donates to pediatric cancer research to help stop childhood cancer with every new car purchase.
That is such a great program.
In the used car market, check out our certified pre-owned Hyundais.